All right, well, let's try to get the taps on up, and I can be live for a while. I don't have anybody to work out at the gym until 3:30, so that's 3 hours from now. I gotta leave like 10 or 15 minutes before the session, so uh, I'll say a little shy of 3 hours. I can do this. This one absolutely does. This one really gets them riled up. Why do you hate person rights and categories of color, gender, and sexual I don't know what that means, Smokey. Hello, Tammy. How are you doing? Thank you, Hanny. I appreciate that. All right, guys, make sure you send in your heart me if you can, please. Let me change the gift goal, actually. Let's change it to... Let's see, what are we thinking? What are we thinking? We'll change it to the roses. No, let's change it to ice cream cones. Ice cream cone sounds good. In fact, ice cream actually does sound very good right now. So that's pretty much my only reason for changing it to that. Cool. We are good. All right. Having said all of that, thank you, Jenna. And Smokey, you can stop complaining in the comments and you can just come on up. That's a thing that you can totally do. You have that ability, so maybe try doing that. Because what it shows is that you don't really have good arguments and you just want to hide behind a screen. So maybe prove us wrong and come on up. Oh my God. I get the dumb, I'm sure all of you guys do. I get the dumbest scam texts ever. How do people fall for some of these? I was at my sister's place the other day, and her boyfriend was there, and we were talking, and yeah, apparently, I guess he's aware of people that have fallen for it. I know it tends to be older people, but have you guys ever gotten that text where it says like, "Hey John, I met you at the grocery store the other day. How are you doing?" And they expect for you to respond and say like, "Oh, hey, my name's not John, it's Doug." And then they try to like build, because I've tried to run with it a few times just because I'm bored and I have no life. But I've tried running with it a few times and just kind of go along. What they try to do, they try to build like a long-term rapport with you, and then they say that like they had some terrible situation happen and they want you to send money. But I just don't know, like I would understand how maybe older people fall for that, like really older people, but they also don't really text. So who's that guided towards? Really, like I don't know. Anyways, let's not talk about that. We're going to be talking about the topic. We are talking about the LGBT plus community. Hello, how are you doing?
Good.
All right, I need to know your age, please.
26.
Okay, cool. And what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
Um, I think everything after B is the result of Kennedy shutting down insane asylums. It's all mental illness after B.
All right, so where in the DSM is A?
Don't need a DSM. I just go
Yeah.
based off of what is what.
Well, so okay, great. Well, okay, so you have obviously some sort of medical background. You have a medical degree. So, based on your medical background, how did you come to this conclusion?
Well, everything up to B is sexuality. Everything after that's mental. So,
No, no, no. That you just restated your opinion. I said, based on your presumed medical background, how did you come to this conclusion?
well, everything after B is mental illness.
Yeah. So repeating the same thing doesn't work. Based on your presumed medical background, how did you come to
Well,
this conclusion?
trannies think they are
So
women
we're
in
not gonna
men's bodies.
slur. So we're not gonna slur. So we're gonna go ahead and bring you down, guys. guys. It's basic rules that we cannot slur up here. You all know that. You guys do it because you want to get dropped, and that's your most convenient way of getting dropped. So don't slur, and you'll stay up here. I guess you just didn't know how to explain how you believe it to be a mental illness, so you just kept repeating the same thing and then dropped. And by the way, just because some of them are sexualities and others are not, how on earth would that make it a mental illness? That makes no sense. There's zero logic behind that. Anyways, I think asking for a somewhat decent conversation is not really going to happen, but we'll try our best. Hey, guest, how are you?
Hello,
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. What are your thoughts on LGBT plus community?
No, man, I don't support this thing
Okay, why not?
because no, I don't have something with gay people. I wish everyone become gay to become only man in the world. This is my best, but
Wait, what?
you keep
Wait,
symbols, man.
no, I'm confused. Wait, what was the first thing you said? You wish all men to be gay?
Yes, to be the only man straight in the world. My favorite, but
So you can
I
be with
don't
more women?
support.
So you can be more
Yes,
with
yes,
more women?
100%, man,
Oh, okay. Well,
100%.
I really don't think that's going to happen. I doubt even if that were the
Okay.
case, they would want to be with you. So, but it's not going to happen to begin with. So tell us another
Who say
reason.
that? Why, man? Why you say that
Yeah,
for me? You believe
I think.
no girls
Well,
wants me?
I think it's very evident. But can you tell us a better reason why? Because that's not really a presentable
Yes,
reason as that would
first of
work.
all, man, that community, they keep symbols. Do you know what is mean to keep symbols?
Symbols? You don't like them because
Yes, man.
symbols?
I
Okay,
become
great.
a,
So
s-
so so
I
so every
follow a
religion,
symbol all my life.
every religion, that's bad too,
Yes,
right? They got symbols, yeah, yeah.
yes. If you, when you have symbols and you keep the
Okay,
symbol and you say, I
and
fight for this
what
symbol,
what about
I
like
run for
sport
this
teams?
symbol.
Sport teams will have
Oh
symbols.
yes, this
A
I
logo
am
a
Olympiacos
logo could be a form of
supporter.
a symbol.
Yes, I'm the best person to talk about this because I'm Gate 7 supporter.
All
I'm
right, this is
hooligan
just this. All
since
right,
14 years old, man.
yeah, this is a ridiculous conversation. All right, the next
Why it's
argument out of your
ridiculous,
mouth,
man?
the next argument out of your mouth has to be a serious argument. Otherwise, I'm just going to move on.
You
This is
know,
one of the dumbest
here,
conversations I've had.
we don't leave that community to breathe, to take a breath.
All right, bye bye. Jesus, goddamn Christ, fuck. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for the heart me. Make sure you guys send the heart me if you can, please. The heart me is there at the top left. If you guys can help do that, that would be great. It just puts us onto the FYP, and more we're on the FYP, more people we get in, more guests we can talk to, and hopefully more, somewhat more intelligent guests, but who knows? I don't know. I've actually never heard that one before. I mean, I've heard them say numerous times they don't like it that they have the rainbow, but I haven't really heard them say anything about symbols specifically. But which apes transition because they feel they were born in the wrong body? Come on up. We can have that conversation, but you're going to have to come on up. Guys, remember, we're not going to have debates through the comment section. I know some of you guys want to be able to have the convenience of being able to do that, but you have to come on up to have an actual debate. Yeah, I don't think people on the left are the ones that are obsessed with sex and gender. I only ever hear people on the right talk about people's genitalia in the bathroom, people's genitalia in the locker room, and just overall just seemingly concerned with people's genitalia. So I don't really hear people on the left talking about that so much. That's like half the arguments I get from people on the right talking about genitalia. Hey, how you doing? Rodriguez?
Good. How you doing?
I am doing well, but it sounds like you're driving or at least on Bluetooth or something. It's a little difficult to hear you.
All right. How's that?
Worse, actually.
That's worse.
Yeah, yeah, it's worse. Plus, it sounds like you're obviously driving, and I can't really have anybody up that sounds like they're obviously driving. I do have a don't ask, don't tell policy if it's not obvious, so, but that was obvious. Anyways, guys, we are looking for opposition. If you voted for Trump, and or if you think you hate the LGBT plus community, come on up. And I especially want to hear from ones that voted for him and think that they don't. Because
Hello,
hi, how you doing?
doing good.
Good, I'm happy to hear that. I just need to know your age.
Yeah, I'm 21.
Sounds good to me. And what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
Well, I have plenty of disagreements, but I guess one of them is trans women being in women's sports or trans women being women.
Trans women being women. Okay. Well, let's talk about the first one. So, what's your issue with trans women being in sport? Like any sport? They
Well,
can't play any sports?
no, I'm talking about like championships,
They
like
can't. So
high
they.
tier sports.
What would you consider a high tier sport?
So like the WNBA or the NCAA, like swimming, the same sport like championships.
Okay.
Do you not know what I mean?
No, I wanted you to specify. So, if we're talking about, say, with the Olympics, right? They do have to be on hormone therapy for 2+ years in order to play with the respected gender.
Yeah, I'll just
So, for
disagree with the
example,
policies.
yeah. So, why is that?
Because there's no evidence that with these policies it will bring the physical capabilities from a male to a female.
Okay, so there is actually plenty of evidence, and I can show you research in which when
Can you
you
show
see
me?
trans women, yeah, so trans women going on HRT significantly lowers their strength, their muscle mass to
By
that
how
within
much?
to that within the range of being
How?
of the average woman. So, but
Oh,
but
can you
here's the
prove
deal.
that?
Yeah, yes, I can. But here's
Okay.
the deal. We don't see trans women at all coming in first place at any higher of a rate than cis women do.
Okay, so number one, I want to see the evidence. Number two,
Yeah, sure.
just because we don't see trans women dominating the sport, that only proves that like less than 1% of people that play the sport is trans women. Like less than
Uh,
1%.
No,
So
no, 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 no. That's why I
yeah.
said higher of a rate per capita,
I
meaning
mean,
of the so
how many
of the
trans women?
okay, of the trans women that play in these sports, we don't see them coming in first place at any higher of a rate of a percentage. If you don't know what rate means, versus cis women and the percentage of them coming in first.
Yeah, yeah, I
Because
know what rate means.
you didn't because you clearly didn't. So if what you are saying is true, that trans women being in women's sports is so unfair, we would see them coming in first place at a significantly higher rate, but we don't see that happening. So what's
Okay,
the
so
issue?
you're gonna have to give me like what is their rate then? Like with their physical capabilities, where do they go at in cis and women's sports? If it's not
What do you
first
mean?
place, where do they usually land at?
What do you mean? It doesn't matter. Your guys' claim is that they dominate.
No, the claim isn't that they dominate. That's not the claim. That's why I try to
That's the
say
claim that
like
that's the
I'm
claim
not
that we
talking
hear
about
all the time,
dominance.
that trans women dominate in sports.
Okay, well that's not the claim that I'm
Yeah.
making.
So okay, cool. So your claim is what? That they come in third place?
No, my claim is that trans women have the physical capabilities of a male, and that HRT does not effectively disappear these physical capabilities to where they are a female. That's my
Yeah, so
claim.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a study here. So this is the effect of gender affirming hormones on athletic performance in
Is
trans
that
women and
PubMed?
trans. You know there are other journals besides PubMed, right?
I'm just asking. I've read almost every study. Well, I don't know
This
why I got
is
muted.
it's BMJ. Okay, it's the British Journal of Sports Medicine.
Okay,
So
perfect. Go ahead.
okay, cool. Is that credible? Is that credible?
Well, I don't care if it's credible or not. I care about their arguments.
Well, no,
Like I'm
because
not. I'm
you're
not
And guys, we'll
I
get
want
to
to
no
hear the
guess at
argument of the
15,000.
study.
Yeah, I will. We'll go to a no guess at 15,000 likes because here's what is going to happen. You're going to say it's funded by people who are on the left or something. But I'll
No,
read
I
it
don't care
anyways.
about
That's
that.
fine. All right. Anyway, so what they looked at, let me get to the trans women because they looked at trans men because you guys don't give a fuck about trans men. You only care about trans women. So what they showed prior to gender affirming hormone, don't yawn. This is the topic that you care about.
No, I
And I'm giving
yawned
you
because
evidence.
you said I
No,
don't
you're
care about
yawn.
trans men.
Well, you don't because you guys never, ever, ever bring up trans men. But here we go. Anyways, trans women prior to hormone replacement therapy performed 31% more push-ups and 15% more sit-ups in the 1 minute and sit-up and push-up test. And in the 1.5 mile, 21% faster than their female counterpart. After 2 years of taking feminizing hormones, the push-up and sit-up difference disappeared. But with the run, there was a 12% faster rate as opposed to 21%. But that would be attributed to, on average, that males happen to be taller. And when people are taller, they're going to have a longer stride. So if you're going to ban them for that, you're going to have to ban tall people in
Wait, by
sports
how
too.
much less percent did it go down by?
It went from 21 to 12. But
Okay, and
regardless, that would
that's
be
doing push-ups.
no. The push-ups and sit-ups by strength. That's strength, right? That's the biggest thing you guys care about. No difference. There was no difference in the strength and sit-ups after hormone therapy.
That's the craziest thing. I mean, how many trans individuals did they do in the study?
Why would it matter? Because
But
if there
that
was a
100% matters
but
because
if
that's
there
my
was a
main
difference,
contention.
if there was a difference, and I'll give you the numbers, that's fine. But if there was a difference, we would have saw a difference, right? But
Not
anyways,
necessarily, bro. Not necessarily. I can explain
so why
why.
not though? You can
Because
try
if
to
I have,
explain why.
well, I'm about to
There,
explain why.
sure, there was
If
a
you want,
total of
me
70. There was a total of 78 of them that they looked at it.
Okay. So if I have, say for example, I have Group A.
Wait,
There's 10.
there's not more. There's not really that many trans women, trans men playing in sports, right?
Yeah.
You really think that there's hundreds and hundreds of them playing? This would actually be completely
No,
representative.
I
So
never said that.
then this would be pretty representative of the amount of them that play in sports.
No, because I don't care that 70 different trans women didn't do enough push-ups. Therefore, you're trying to conclude to all trans women can do the same amount of push-ups, which is at the same level as cisgender women.
Your claim was that after hormone therapy that their strength doesn't go down and their
It's
muscle
not
doesn't go down.
guaranteed. No, my claim
So
isn't
so
guaranteed.
how with all of the 78 of them,
Wait,
how did
so
it not
so
happen?
you
You're telling me it's just
you
a fucking coincidence, right?
okay, so real quick, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So you, based off of HRT, if you take HRT for 2 years, it's based off of your body on how that HRT will conclude, correct? It's depending on your body, on how your body produces HRT. It's depending on the results.
Every single male will lose muscle mass, and every single male will lose
By how
strength,
much?
amongst other things.
By how much?
We can go into that, but then you're going to go ahead and
No, no,
claim
no.
either
Every study, stop, stop,
no,
stop. I can bring you up studies from
no.
PubMed. Every
So
study,
so then do it. So I want you to show studies in which that happens. Okay, I
no,
gave
no,
you
no.
study.
You're not understanding.
You asked for a study showing that their strength goes down, and I showed you that with push-ups and sit-ups, and you don't like it. You don't like the study that I gave you.
The difference between a seed study, because that's what that is, a seed study. A seed study is when you take like a part of a group, you take them through a test, right? But now you're gonna say since that part of a group, since that's 70 people.
The whole test is in regards to your fucking argument.
No, no, it's in
What are you
regards
talking
to it.
about?
But, well, I'm trying to finish. You can't just say like, oh, since these 70 trans women lost this much muscle tissue. Therefore, any trans woman that takes HRT is going to lose this much muscle tissue.
Wait.
You
Are
can't
you
say
telling
that.
me? Are you telling me if you go on estrogen for 2 years, you're not going to lose muscle mass?
No, that's not what I'm arguing. I don't know
Okay.
why every single time I bring up this argument, like people just have a hard time tracking my argument when I'm saying this.
It's
I'm
not
not
a good
saying,
argument because I gave you 78 of them, and it's still not the case.
okay, you're not understanding what I'm trying to say here. What I'm saying
So
is that
how many would it have to be for it to be okay for you?
for a seed study, I just say seed studies in general. The whole point of a seed study, you take a small group of people. Like,
So how many would there have to be? Tell us. What's the
how
number?
many? Given a number, well, if you're gonna try to judge this based off the
Also,
whole community, you're gonna at
I
least
have
need a majority of the
bad news.
community.
I have bad news for you. Somebody disliked you so much they paid to kick you. Tammy, thank you for the 20 on Venmo. Let me pull it up here because it's gonna take me a second to read it. Thank you though, Tammy. Let's have a big W, Tammy, in the comments. He asked for a study. I don't think he thought I was going to show a study, but so he voted for higher prices, higher gas prices, war with Iran, just so 10 trans athletes out of 500,000 can't play sports. Absolute vile POS. I would agree. I don't know. I don't really think there's that many more trans women playing in sports than 78, whatever it was. Again, guys, it's a pretty goddamn small number. So the fact that this is something you guys care about so much, it's very telling. It's very telling where your priorities are, and it's very telling how well the Republican Party has been able to instill this fear amongst you guys. Anyways, guys, we're gonna look for the next guest. If you voted for Trump, whether or not you feel you hate the LGBT plus community, make sure you come on up. Okay. And yes, thank you, Paige. They are banned in those anyways, but even given that, his argument still sucked. But to be fair, I think his argument was that Trump stopped it or whatever the case was. So I still wanted to argue from the standpoint that it really didn't matter to begin with, and that was a non-issue. I mean, I think some of the societal pressures could have stemmed a bit from Trump. I mean, sure, maybe not directly, but I mean, obviously he played a big role. Right? He spent a shitload of money campaigning against him. Trump loves America. All right. Gary, why don't you come on up? All right, guys, if you can please keep tapping, make sure you send in a heart me. We are looking for anyone that voted for Trump and or has an issue with the LGBT plus community. I'm past, to be fair. Well, it was in regards to what Paige said about how they're banned anyways, but still. Lenny, why don't you come on up? I'd imagine he got invited. If he has an invite button. Lenny, why don't you come on up? Don't ask the question because you won't like the answer. Well, I am asking the question because the whole point of this topic is to ask this question and to talk about why. So, yes, you can come on up. And then you guys complain when you don't come on up. That's an echo chamber. So, it just seems like you guys are going to complain no matter what. Unless you were asking from the standpoint of being a friendly and saying that we won't like the answer. But all right, let's get to the next one, though. Chaotic, though, you can't come back up when somebody gets kicked via a Venmo or a Cash App or whatever. Then they can't come back up. Brew, how you doing?
Good. Do you need to be MAGA to come up?
Well, you have to have an issue with the LGBT plus community. But how old are you?
21.
Okay. Do you have some sort of issue with the LGBT plus community?
Let me clarify. I'm not MAGA, but I think my issue would lie with trans women,
Okay.
specifically because I just don't think it's like respectful that they feel like that they share the same exact experiences and pain as all women.
What makes you think they feel they share the same exact pain and experience? Not all women, not all cis women share the same exact experience and pain. You and some other
Yeah.
cis women have very different experiences in life.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think there's not
So
one universal thing that all women experience, but
yeah,
I think that it's impossible for a biological male to experience the things that we do. Speaking as of right now,
what?
like even as simple
Well,
like
let's have maybe another woman come on up because yeah, Paige, thank you. I'm not going to speak on the experiences of a woman, but we'll have another one come on up. So Paige, how are you?
Hi. So Brutus, what are you talking about?
I guess my thoughts would be like for the majority I see where a lot of trans women say they experience pains of their chest growing or their ovaries hurting. And I'm not trying to reduce womanhood down to those
Wait a
things.
minute. Hold on. Trans women, I don't know where you're seeing this. If I understand you correctly, are complaining that their ovaries hurt. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, those are things that I've seen.
Where are you seeing this?
Well, TikTok.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Who
Well,
specifically?
Their
it's not.
chests, if they're on hormones, their breasts can be sore, like how we get sore breasts, right? With the fluctuation, with weight gain, weight loss, they can be feeling that. But I don't know who you're talking about. Like there are trans women saying that their ovaries hurt. That's bullshit. That's propaganda. Trans women are not saying that. We have trans women that are currently in the chat. I'm pretty sure that they can attest that they're not sitting there saying this kind of stuff. You're watching like either somebody who's like who's being sarcastic or something, but that's not true. But trans women most definitely can have chest pain. They can have if they're on HRT and their breasts are growing, then yeah, they can feel that. Who cares?
Okay. Well, the only name that I can remember where I've seen something like that, and I didn't like explicitly, like I've seen one person say ovaries, but I've also seen like period pains, etc. The number one name that I can remember, I think we all are aware of, is Lily Tino. And there's a lot of trans women that also portray that like extreme side of this, that type of, I guess, what I don't know, that
Lily
community.
Tino is not representative of trans women. You're falling into propaganda. You're following into a lot of propaganda. Lily Tino is not representative of the trans community. I'm not going to take away that she's a trans woman, but she's just not. Trans people have addressed Lily Tino multiple times on this app. If you're really on this app this much, then it's your FYP that's fucking with you. Because I cannot tell you how many trans women I have seen their videos addressing Lily Tino in her bullshit. And
Yeah, all the
calling her
time.
shit out.
All the
the
time.
fucking time.
And Brutus, they like one person does not represent an entire community. You wouldn't say that about any other person. You wouldn't say
No,
a
I
white
just
person a white person saying this really dumb thing means white people in general say dumb things
no,
all
yeah,
the
she
time.
asked
Like
me
you wouldn't
for
say
like a
that about anybody,
name.
right? But
Yeah, she
we
asked me
we
for a
yeah,
name.
okay, but she gave you a response to it, right?
And then
So, but
yeah, and
you
then I was like, well, that's the only person I can really remember.
okay?
But the problem is it's not necessarily just this, and I think a lot of trans women also share this, is the whole thing of they think that they experience period pains, and I'm just trying like it that's my problem. It's like it's like it's to the
Who?
point to where like they, trans women that buy
Okay, but
period
but
products.
I understand that, but I don't know who would be saying that because that's not a thing.
Yeah, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. This is just, and you know what this is? This is so last year propaganda. It's not even a 2026 propaganda. You like, I don't know where you've been, if you're a little bit late to the TikTok game, because like the propaganda has moved on, right? Like this whole like, oh, women, trans women are complaining about period pain, things like that. This is so 225. Like, what are you talking
I mean,
about?
I'm not really chronically online like that, so
Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
know
Well,
what
maybe
But
you should be. Maybe you could be a little bit more, because you're espousing transphobia. It's very harmful for you to sit and say this stuff and repeating it.
I'm not being transphobic by saying I
Yes, you
don't
are.
think that it's
You are
appropriate
well,
that
espousing
trans women can say that
transphobic.
they feel the same things that I do
you're
when it,
you,
Shut up. You are espousing transphobic rhetoric. That makes you transphobic.
to
Don't
me,
get
you're being a
upset.
misogynist.
Hi, still fucking talking. So
Bitch, I
here's
don't give
the
a
thing.
fuck if you're talking.
Bitch,
Paige,
shut the
Paige
fuck
is
up.
being Paige is being misogynist to you.
Yes, yes, 1000%. I'm being misogynistic. Girl,
Gosh.
please.
All right, let's bring up the next guys. We are looking for opposition. All right, so it doesn't matter if you voted for Trump or not, but as long as you have some sort of issue with the LGBT plus community. But I would really like to hear from Trump supporters that voted for him, but think they don't have an issue with the community. Victor, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
Can you hear me?
I can actually hear you loud and clear. I do need to know your age, please.
73.
Sounds good, sir. All right. So, what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
I think they're fine.
Okay.
As much as I know, I'm not claiming I'm fairly limited in my knowledge. So I mean,
Okay.
I'm cool with it
I, I,
all.
I I am just looking for debate, so it sounds like you don't have any disagreement, any issue, any criticism.
No, in fact, I
Okay.
was a civil
That's
rights lawyer.
oh, great. That's really great.
So I
All
just
right.
kind
Well,
of decided to,
yeah.
tune
No,
in.
no, I love that. I love to hear that. That's terrific.
Okay.
But
All right.
let
So
me
you
go.
don't want
Yeah.
me. Yeah, you
Well,
don't want me. All right.
don't take it personally. We are looking for debates,
Okay.
but I
All
really
right.
think it's
All right.
great
All right.
that you do that. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Very surprised. Typically, don't take this the wrong way. Typically, when we get people 50 and above, that's not an opinion that they have. So, it did throw me for a small surprise, but that's great. And a civil rights lawyer, even better. Good stuff. Henry, was it Henry? Henry, you should come on up. I think you were also somebody who was uh, having issues. I think. I don't know, Maz. I'm sure you tried inviting him though. All right, who do we got? No. And again, guys, if you could keep tapping and sending the heart me, that'd be great. If you watch on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And we have super chats, never needed, but always appreciated. John, how you doing?
Hello, I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, great. And I just need to know your age, please.
Yeah, I'm 37.
37 sounds good to me. And do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
Yeah, I mean, I have an issue with them for different reasons. Like, I mean, I don't think I struggle to put the LGB with the T. I think they're two separate issues. But if we're talking about it as a whole, is that what we're talking about as a whole?
No,
Right.
no. Any part of the community do you have an issue with?
Well, I mean, for the trans, I've got an obvious problem with the trans community, especially trans women, because they're really male, and males are more dangerous.
But trans men you don't have an issue with?
Not as much, no.
Interesting. Okay, what's your issue with trans women?
Well, the issue is that trans women are males, biological males, and males tend to be, I know not all males, but tend to be more dangerous than females. They're quicker to turn to violence than females.
Okay.
They're quicker. They fill the prisons.
I agree. Cis men do that for sure. I don't disagree at all. Can you show evidence that trans women do these things at higher rates?
Well, no, my problem is with males, and trans women are males. And
No,
if you
no,
put
no, no, no. But you're trying to conflate two different things, though. I agree. men that are males absolutely do those things at higher rates. I'm talking about trans women, though. Can you show the data? Because there would be data on this. There is. Show that they commit higher crimes, any kind of crime, really.
Well, if I
Violent
said
crimes,
males,
petty crime, whatever.
well, if I
But I
said
think
males,
I think the fact that you keep trying to avoid answering it is pretty
no,
telling.
I'm trying to.
Just show the.
I'm
I know,
trying
but
to.
just show the data. But just show the data.
Right, I'm trying to answer, but you won't
So
allow it.
no. Okay. So show data that males that are trans women commit these crimes at higher rates. Do that.
Well, if you let me finish, you
I
might.
I already know
finish.
what it is. We already know what it is. You're going to say males commit them at higher rates. Therefore, trans women are males. Therefore, they commit crimes at
Well, I
higher
wasn't
rates.
actually going to say that, to be honest. But
Sure. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Then.
I was going to say, if I said males commit more crimes than females, would you turn around and say, "Well, show me that about blonde males. Show me about blue-eyed males or black males"?
Yeah,
No, I'm
actually,
talking about
we
males
would,
in
If
general.
because
if
trans women live their lives as women, not men. You're talking about fucking men.
No, I'm not.
Trans women are not fucking men.
I'm not
I
talking about
agree.
men.
I agree 100% that we have a men fucking problem. But trans women live their lives as women because they
I'm not
are
talking
women,
about men.
not
yes,
men.
but,
Be quiet, John.
I'm not
but
talking
John,
about
if you
men.
did, but
why don't you do-
John, if you did make the argument saying blonde males commit them at higher rate, I would ask you to show that they commit them at higher rate. I wouldn't just ask for all males. I would ask for
Yeah,
blonde ones. So you're
you're
specifically saying trans women. So just show us that they commit the crimes at higher rates. It should be an
you're
easy
changing my
argument if the
argument.
date are not. It is your argument
No, that's
that
not my
trans
argument.
women are. You're John.
It's not my argument.
Are you John? Are you or are you not saying trans women are more dangerous?
Okay, if you ask me a question, please let me answer it. That's all I'm asking. Please
Then
let me answer the
fucking
question that
answer
you're asking.
him. Here's the thing, John.
Oh,
He keeps interrupting you because you won't answer him.
I'm
John,
trying
you're
to.
saying you're saying they're more dangerous because they happen to be born as a male. Now show that trans women commit these at higher rates. If the
That's not my
data's in your
argument.
John, if the data's in your favor, you would have showed it by now.
Why don't you just let me speak and explain
John,
yourself?
I have let you speak. I have let you speak
No, you've
numerous
not.
times. You've gone through it numerous times. We know
No,
what
I've
you're
not.
trying to say. Okay, I'll let you do it one more time. I won't speak for 60 seconds. Go ahead.
I don't need 60 seconds. I just need 10 seconds,
30.
20 seconds.
Great. 10 seconds.
Right.
Go ahead. This will be
I'm
the
not
last time I
saying,
do this.
I'm saying men in general. I'm not talking about blue-eyed men or trans men. I'm males, sorry.
Trans women
Now,
are
let me
not
finish.
men. Okay.
That was
Okay.
the craziest 20 seconds I've ever seen in my life. Seriously.
Go
No,
ahead.
you can't
Go
just
ahead.
be quiet. It's mad.
Go ahead.
My problem.
No, guys, just let him because let him. I want him to have the opportunity to do it
Bro,
one
you're
more
so
time so he
bad at
can't
this.
claim.
There's no point in
Go
being here,
ahead.
guys. You
Go
don't want to
ahead.
debate.
Go ahead. I didn't
Wild.
meet you. Go ahead. Go. Okay. Whatever. To be fair, I let you say your argument numerous times prior to that. I was being incredibly generous by letting you do it for a fifth time. Tony, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Great. I just need to know your age, please.
I'm 24.
Okay. And do you have any issue with the LGBT plus community?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Because
This
when
sounds
they
like it's
have
going to be a very intellectually stimulating argument. But go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
because when they have sexual intercourse, they cannot make offspring.
So you
Infertile heterosexual couples can't either. So by
Yeah,
your
and I-
logic, infertile people shouldn't have relationships. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Right.
Yeah.
So infertile people should remain single and not have relationships with other people.
Yeah.
At least you're being logically consistent with a shitty fucking opinion, but at least you're being logically consistent. So really,
What
so that's your
use do
argument.
they have?
So,
Okay, sorry.
so you really think that anyone who does not have the ability to reproduce, they should not have sex with each other, or they shouldn't what?
Yeah. I mean,
So
they
what do you
can
want
go
them
ahead
to do? What do you want them to do?
work.
and you want them to not have any relationships, no joys associated with them at all. You want them to be miserable.
They can have fun by not
Tony,
having sex.
how many kids do you have?
I don't have kids.
Yeah, then shut the fuck up.
Why?
Because you don't. There's of no importance. According to your logic, you haven't had children. You're not reproducing. So shut the fuck up.
But I'm not infertile.
How do you know?
How would you know?
You don't
How
have
would
any
you know?
fucking kids, Tony.
Because
at this point we can only assume that you are.
Because I impregnated the girl and I aborted the kid.
No,
you're just making that up right now because you're
No, I'm not.
Tony,
No,
you're
how do you know?
lousy. Hey, you're a lousy troll.
How am I a troll?
You can't be this stupid.
Those are the only options. Hey, Tony, those are always the only options. Either people are trolling or they're incredibly goddamn dumb.
How am I dumb?
Those are.
You're dumb.
Listen to the conversation we've been having, and then you'll know how you're dumb.
I'm being consistent. You're just being violent.
Yeah, you're being consistently dumb. Yes.
I'm not being consistently dumb. How am I being consistently dumb?
Every argument that you have made has been dumb.
Not really.
Okay. Well,
Is
I
it
really
true?
don't have anything else to say. I really don't have anything else to say. No, I don't have anything else to say. I don't have anything else to say to somebody who doesn't want anybody to have sex that doesn't have the ability to reproduce with one another.
So do you concede?
Yeah.
Concede
Go
what?
ahead, Tony. You can leave, Tony.
Concede what?
Concede that
Tony, we have standards here. You don't meet those standards.
No,
you can leave.
Tony. I'm going to go to job. Your argument was that they shouldn't, that you have a problem with them or whatever. I can't argue with your opinion. That's your opinion. It's a shitty opinion. What am I conceding to, though? I can't concede to an opinion. If that's your opinion, I'm sorry you have such a shitty opinion. Anyways, guys, let's try to get to Tap Sign Up. If we can try and make a goal of getting to 50,000 in the next, by the 30 mark. We are a bit away from the 30 mark. Let's try to tap away and see if we can get to 50,000 by then. 17 minutes, we can do it. Also, if you have not sent your harmony, make sure you guys do that as well, please. All right, man, you're loading. I don't know what's going on there. Or, I don't know. Sorry if I called you man. I don't know if you're a man or not. Let's bring it to the next one. All right, Barrett, is that it? Barrett? Hello?
Yo. Hello.
Hi. Hi. How do I pronounce your name?
You pronounce it correctly. It's
well, I said
you
two
can
different
just
ones.
say it how you want to. It's really not a big
Barrett.
deal.
Okay, I just want to be
Yeah, you
respectful.
can just
But
say it
okay,
like that.
that's fine. I just need to know your age, though, for TikTok terms of service.
Yeah. I'm 18. I'm going through my license. I'm doing my license.
What's
car license? Fuck, I forgot.
Cool.
But yeah.
Cool. What year were you born?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
I was born in 2006, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know how to do math.
That would make you 20 or 19. One of the two. Hi, how are you doing? Hi.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just need to know your age, sir.
I'm 19.
You're 19. What year were you born?
2006.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and do you have any issue with the LGBT plus community?
Yeah, I do. I think it's unnatural and therefore wrong because in nature, you could only be gay or like you could only not produce offspring if there's something wrong with you.
Oh no, there's actually are animals that have exhibited homosexual behavior,
But there's
but
no.
we can get to in a second though. You're
Uh-huh.
telling me anything that doesn't occur in nature is wrong, right? That's your argument.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Great. Okay. My glasses have not occurred in nature. These don't grow naturally. These are wrong.
Yeah,
Right?
and
It's
you're
wrong.
wearing them because there's something wrong with your eyes.
No, but that's not what we're talking about. These things
That's all we were
itself.
talking.
No. We're talking about the thing itself. This thing itself is wrong, right?
Yes.
Okay, so glasses are wrong. Okay.
Well, it's not morally wrong.
This shirt doesn't exist in nature. Is this shirt wrong?
You're making a joke out of the argument.
No,
I'm
actually,
using your argument.
He's testing your logic and
He's not
improving
testing my
you
logic.
incorrect. Yes, I
I-
am. Be quiet. I'm speaking still. Shut up. So
Okay.
tornadoes are natural. Are they good?
They're naturally occurring. They're neither good nor bad.
Tornadoes?
Like what do you want-
Tornadoes are amoral.
No,
They're neither good nor bad.
they're-
Are you
they're just
good?
neutral. Listen, my argument
Oh,
was.
shut up. You're just a fucking troll.
Are you on your period or something, dude? I didn't even say anything. You're so
Yes, I'm on my
emotional.
period. I'm going to smear it all over you.
Like, I'm trying to talk. You keep talking over me, man.
Paige, I
Yeah,
almost
no
spit out my
shit.
fucking Gatorade. I almost spit out my Gatorade on my white shirt here. Fuck.
I'm making the argument that if it's not natural, it's not good. But I already said to a certain extent.
Anyway, so it exists throughout nature. There's over
Yeah, but it's not-
1,500 animals in the animal kingdom that experience
not-
homosexuality.
It's not beneficial for the species.
What is beneficial about being hetero?
Well, having the ability to produce offspring, for example,
Gay people have children all the time.
2 gay couples
Yes.
with each other.
Why does it matter though if you want more offspring,
Oh,
right? Or if you want them
because-
to have parents, right? But they're doing a good thing in adopting ones that wouldn't otherwise have parents. Wouldn't that be a good thing? What does it matter if it was biological from them or not?
Well, them adopting
You can have
is
2
not
gay
involving
men,
that.
one of the, and they like do their little thing in a cup, and then they have a woman
Yes,
who is
that as
inseminated by one of their little things and
Oh,
from the
but they
cup,
need a woman
and then
for it.
still talking, weirdo, right? So then a woman ends up having the baby for them. Yeah. What's your point?
Yeah, but
Regardless,
those 2
you keep
people,
shifting the goalpost. They have had a child.
Yes, you are shifting the goalposts because there was still another human born from that, which that's the thing you seem to care about. Also,
with the
again,
help-
in the adoption situation, this kid will now have a family, which is also a good thing, and that's the thing you guys always talk about with abortion. How they should just have the baby, and somebody will adopt it. Well, more gay people existing will mean there's more adoptions.
Yeah, I'm not saying adoption is
So
wrong.
that could be
I
so that
support
should
it.
be a great thing then.
But why can't a straight couple adopt?
Yes, some do, but obviously there would be many gay people that would as well. Wouldn't more be
Listen,
better?
Your argument falls apart because you said
It's not
2
my argument. Your argument fell apart from fucking the first 5 seconds.
You said 2 gay people can have kids by the help of another woman, which then would have to.
Yeah,
No,
actually,
you're-
heterosexual couples do the same fucking thing, weirdo.
Yeah,
Heterosexual couples do the same fucking thing.
but it wouldn't be possible without the
No.
woman.
But your argument was that it was amoral or is a bad thing to not be able to have kids. It wasn't just the fact that they couldn't with themselves. It was the effect of it, and we already explained the effect of it's still a good thing of them being able to have it with the way that Paige said or adoption.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be possible if they were alone. That's the main part.
It doesn't matter because we already spoke about a situation in which that happens with heterosexual people.
What, that they adopt? Listen, my
No,
argument. I don't think you
no, they
understand
could
that.
adopt. No, but they wouldn't be able to procreate with one another.
Well, a woman and a guy, obviously they could.
No. There are many that can't. If a guy has some sort of if he has like a low sperm count, that can happen. Or it can
There
be
are
something
lots
on the
of
women's
women.
end, and there's some on the women's end, the men's end. There can be a lot of issues, a lot of things that
There are a
happen.
lot of women. There are a lot of women whose sisters end up carrying their baby for them because their like womb isn't strong enough, right? That happens all the time. Heterosexuals monopolize it. They do it way more than gay people do.
Yeah, but that's a
You're
modern problem.
so what? It's a problem that's solved. Why do you fucking care? You keep shifting the goalpost every time we're like, nope, that happens. You're just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go this way now. It's off ramps to fucking nowhere.
Because you don't have a fucking argument. Guys, let's get to a new guest just at 15,000
My
likes. We're
argument-
almost there. We're looking for opposition, please.
Can you
Your argument
reiterate
shifted
I don't
numerous
think
times.
you explained it. I don't think you understand it.
You came in first. Yeah, I'll steal, man, your arguments. You've had more than one. You came in saying it's not natural. We proved to you that it is very much natural. Then you
We didn't.
shifted the goalpost and saying, but it's not beneficial, meaning reproduction. And then we've proven you wrong on that. Shifting once again. So what next?
Also, to another one of it was that it's not natural, therefore it's not a good thing. We already explained that there's plenty of non-natural things that are totally fine. So many different times you have shifted the goalposts. Yes, you have. Are you willing to do it again, or are you going to concede at this point? What's going to happen?
No, my argument was I said it's not natural. Like, and then you explained it
hey,
as natural.
stop. We've already walked through your entire argument. We walked through every step of it, how
Exactly.
you changed it. So
And then-
let's not have you then walk through it again because we just did it. Okay, so either you can concede at this point, or are you going to try to come up with a new one? Is that what's going to happen?
No, because the girl said there's multiple species in which homosexuality is fine. Yeah, sure, but
Okay.
we as humans
She's a
don't
grown
orientate.
woman. She's a grown woman. She's not a girl. But again, what are you going to do at this point? Concede, or new argument?
We humans don't orientate ourselves on other species.
You're not answering the question. Are you going to concede, or are you going to have a new argument? Because every argument up until this point that you had to keep changing, we've already defeated.
How did you defeat a single argument? What?
If you were paying
Can you not track the
attention.
conversation? Can you not track
Yeah.
the conversation? You said it's not natural. We proved to you how it is natural,
It's not,
right?
okay, let me rephrase it then. My bad, I guess.
No, you don't need to rephrase it.
AKA changing it again, moving the goalpost again. That's what you really mean. All right. You're up here until 15,000 likes, and you're not here that much longer. Go ahead and try to shift it again. Let's hear a new one. Why not? I'm actually interested. I'm interested. What is it?
It's not natural in the human paradigm. Like,
we have already discussed that one.
But you haven't.
This
You
is
said
this is the same guy who thinks that tornadoes are neither good nor bad, y'all.
yeah, they're objectively not good nor bad. So again, I said it's not natural to
I don't
begin.
know. I'm sorry, but
Then
I think
you
it's
said-
really ironic. You sitting here sounding like you got some sugar in your tank and sitting here trying to convince us that it's not natural, that it's not
It's not.
beneficial. You not understanding that humans are part of the animal kingdom. So when we talk about the animal kingdom and the
But you can't
15
compare
species,
yourself to
we can
a
do
monkey
15
or
to
an animal.
1 because humans are animals. Like, what
can't-
goddamn education did you get?
I have a PhD
Stop.
actually.
No, you don't. No,
PhD
the
in
fuck you
nothing.
don't. No, the fuck
Absolutely
you
the
don't.
fuck you
No,
don't.
the fuck
What's the
you don't.
What's the scientific method?
The
You would know
scientific
that.
method of what?
What is scientific
What is it?
method? What is
Name
the
it.
scientific method?
The scientific
Name-
method of what, dude?
Name the steps.
Dude. If you have a PhD, you know what the scientific method is. You know it like the back of your hand.
Honestly, a lot of high schoolers would be able to do it. So, like, the fact that, yeah. Guys, we're looking for opposition. You have to be 18 or above. I am looking for Trump supporters that have an issue with the LGBT plus community, or even if you didn't vote for him and you do have an issue, or if you voted for Trump and you think you don't have a problem with the LGBT plus community. Those are the ones I would really like to hear from, because you think you don't, but you definitely do. Keep tapping and sharing, though, guys. Let's try to get the likes on up. I don't think we're going to hit 50 by the 30 mark, but we can try if you guys can get the taps on up. But if you guys can send in heart me as well, and if you guys want to subscribe on YouTube and follow on to TikTok, that would be great. Carlos, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing also great. How old are you? Before we move forward,
I mean your response sounded doubtful. I'm 38.
Cool. Alrighty. And do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
Right. So my issue is not with. I mean, LGBTQIA is. I'd say I don't have any issue with gay people, but the the whole trans ideology. I've got a
Never heard
10-year-old
this one
daughter.
before. Never heard this one
I mean,
before.
of course you have. The way that the ideology is being pushed upon you.
No, this is a new art. I've never heard this argument. This is a new
You weren't
one.
being sarcastic. I'm sorry, but yeah. So I've got no issue with gay people. I do believe you can be born gay, but this whole trans thing, how it's being pushed on younger and younger generations, and we seem to get more trans. We get detransitioners.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so the entire scientific community also agrees in regards to like being born gay that it would be the same with trans, right? So why don't you dispute that?
Because
dispute the scientific argument of why it's not true, because they all agree
because
that it
when
is
you're
a thing.
gay, you don't believe you're born right. So you don't have the mental deficiency to believe you're born in the wrong body. You believe
you're already wrong.
No.
That's not what they believe. That's not what they believe. That's not even.
Yeah, that's
you're
not
also a
what
bad
it
start.
Just gender dysmorphia and gender dysphoria exist.
You're not even
It's
pronouncing
not
it correctly.
gender dysmorphia. It's gender dysphoria. And cisgender, meaning non-trans people, also are affected by gender dysphoria. It's not just a transgender thing.
He also said gender
Yes, but my point
dysmorphia.
would be right. So you can believe that someone can be born in the wrong gender, and it's socially acceptable to believe that a boy can
People
believe
are not
that he.
born in
let
the
me
wrong
finish.
gender.
Let me land my plane.
But I know, but you're already incorrect with your argument. Gender is not something that you're born in to begin with. That's something that would be developed at early as like
then obviously that's what is it like? So that's
you're
your
talking about
environment.
sex. You might
That's
be
your
conflating
environment.
this
Then.
with
You're
sex
admitting
potentially.
that socially that if you're born a boy, you're a boy, but socially something can happen for you to think that you're a girl. Similar to you can believe that you're born in the wrong body.
So explain
Let
that.
me finish. So if you accept that trans people exist, then you must accept that transracial people exist. Because if I'm born black and I think I'm Japanese, I have enough right to. What's the difference then? Because it's a.
Shut the fuck up. By the way, Japanese is a nationality, not a race. Be quiet.
If you weren't born in Japan, you wouldn't be Japanese. End of story.
That's a nationality, weirdo. That's not a race. Transracial exists in adoption, by the way. So it is a concept that can be existing. It is relative to adoption into multiracial families. Go look at that. Stop fucking
I'm
trying to
multiracial
use
myself.
that
Don't tell.
Shut up. I don't care. I don't give a shit, my guy. Nobody fucking cares. Stop using that to mask and excuse your transphobia.
Not to excuse my transphobia. If you can believe that you're born a woman when you're a man, all I know is from my existence that I'm a man. So I have no idea what it is to be
good. You know that you're a man, and
I
trans
can think
women
I'm a
know
woman.
that they're
no,
women.
let me finish. I can
That's
think
great.
I'm a woman,
Shut
but
up.
does
Be quiet, Carlos. You're just fucking ranting, repeating yourself. You know that you're a man. Great. That's how trans women know that they're women. It's just the same thing, Carlos.
How? I think I'm Japanese. Does that make me Japanese? I think I'm a
Were you born in
Japan?
Were you born in Japan? Carlos, were you born in Japan?
No, I was born in England.
So you're not Japanese. End of story.
But can I not identify as Japanese?
You weren't born in Japan. No, that's a prerequisite.
Okay, so if
that's
you're
the
born
prerequisite.
A man, you are
that's
a
the
man.
prerequisite.
You don't know what it is to be a woman. If you're born a woman, it's the same shit, man. Fucking hell.
Carlos, no one's born a man for one, okay? So tell me what excludes trans women from being women or trans men from being men that all cis men and cis women have? Explain. Tell us what's that one thing they don't have.
First of all, I find insult for you even having to use the term cis. Where the fuck did
I don't
this
give a
come
shit.
from?
I don't give a
man.
shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I don't need to use the term cis in front. I don't need
Okay,
a transfix
I don't
of cis.
give a shit, Carlos. Answer the fucking question.
Okay, so in my eyes, if you're born male, you are male. If you're born female, you are female. How does a female know what it is to be a male? And how does a male know? How do I know what it is to be Ugandese? How do I know what it is to be Somalian? Fucking hell. You're born into the body you've got.
Carlos, with your goddamn
it's not a rant. I'm
rants,
getting
it's hard
roses.
to have
Thank you for the roses, guys. Thank you for the likes,
cool.
guys.
I get part of it. Cool. You're ranting. It's hard to have a conversation when you're ranting. Okay. We're not talking about sexy. We are talking about gender. So I'm going to ask you the question again because you didn't answer it. For a trans man, what excludes all trans men from being men that all cis men have?
They don't have
answer
testicles.
The question.
Okay, great. They likely have some form of penis that's being developed that is
down. One at a goddamn time. If you go on a rant like this again, I'm just going to kick you. Relax. Okay, so you're telling me, Carlos, one at a time. So all cis men have a penis, every single one, and if they don't, they're not a man.
Every natural born male has a penis. Yes,
that is not true. That is not true.
So what about?
Well, I mean, if we're not going to look into hermaphrodite.
Shut up! Don't say that word. Anyway, what about penile? What about boys who are born with penile agenesis?
What about your chromosomes? Do they change?
Answer my question, Carlos.
What's your question? Sorry.
You're so fucking bad at this. Jesus Christ, Turf Island.
I don't need to be good at transgender fucking.
Then shut the fuck up and leave. We have standards here.
If you're not
we have standards
good,
here.
Don't debate
you
it.
You don't even the fucking basic one.
Question.
If you don't care, then get the fuck off
your question.
the fucking live, dummy.
Repeat your question.
Penile agenesis. Boys that are born with penile agenesis are born without a penis. Are they still boys?
Do they have testicles?
They also have testicular agenesis. Are they still fucking
Why are you
boys?
using? That's like using someone that's born with 6 legs,
Carlos.
right? This is kind of like someone that's born with 4 legs.
It's a yes or a no, weirdo.
Are they a boy or not? Are they a boy or not? Answer the question.
Such a small percentage.
Sure, but answer the question. You said all boys, all men have it. Are these people not boys or men? Yes or no?
Right. What's the chromosomes?
Carlos, answer the question. We'll get to the chromosomes.
You answer the question.
No,
what are chromosomes?
Carlos, you said all boys and men have penis and testicles.
Oh, I got a galaxy, baby. Thank you. What are their chromosomes?
Carlos,
answer my question.
Carlos, I know you're trying hard not to answer it. Your first thing that you said is that all boys and men have penis and testicles. We're giving you examples of ones that were born without them. Are they boys and men? Yes or no? Don't talk about anything else. It's a yes or no answer. Go ahead and unmute. If you do not give a yes or no answer, I'm going to a new guest.
Okay. Yeah. Let me answer. I will answer in terms of a yes or no for you, sir.
If
they're born without
yes
a penis
or
testes, then no, they are not male.
What are they?
What are they?
I wouldn't know. They're like some kind of person that back in the 80s would have been put in a freak show. Like I'm saying, a person with 4 legs. Are they still human? Yes, they are. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell.
Did you say they'd be put
Thanks
in
for the
what?
galaxy, guys. And thank God there's so many sane people in this chat.
What did he say they would be put in?
Yeah.
A fridge?
Yeah.
Well, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
A fridge?
It's very ableist.
I don't. What? A fridge? God damn, man. Guys,
what's going on, man?
I hope everybody's having a great day so far. I'll get to you one second. If you guys are enjoying the live, click the follow button. Make sure you give Paige a follow as well. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Gifts, super chats, Venmo, Cash App are all optional, guys. Never expected. Always appreciated, though. All right, what's up?
Wait, hold on. Doug, this is. Hold on one second.
Oh, is this the Italian stallion? Yeah, I
come
can.
on, man. I'm up
Yeah,
here. Come on,
yeah.
I'm already up here.
No,
Yeah,
no,
get fucked,
no.
bitch.
You're the worst. I cannot stand her.
She sat on Santana's live calling him the N-word repetitively.
God, I cannot stand. I really cannot stand that person. Charlie, how you doing? Charlie. Charlie, you're on screen. If you're trying to speak, we can't hear you. I'll give you a few seconds to go back on screen and unmute, but yeah, I'm gonna go drop you. Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a great day so far. We are looking for anybody that voted for Trump, whether they think they do or don't have an issue with the LGBT plus community. Okay, and even if you didn't vote for Trump and you do have an issue with the community, you can come on up as well.
You guys, a difference of opinion is fine, but please don't spam the chat. It really annoys people.
Yeah, let's not do that. And guys, let's not block people that spam it, please. Just at least give them a warning and then mute them. But we don't need to block people for spamming. Save blocks for like the really shitty people, please. All right, we do have a bunch in the box, but I'm trying to get through them because remember, guys, like if they request and they leave the live, somehow it stays in a request box, so I have to like filter through a few of them. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll get one. A lot of them get impatient, guys. These are very impatient people. If they don't get let out right away, they're like, nope, I'm just going to go to a new live. And we might have to start inviting people up from the comments because every single person I've tried inviting. No, hey,
Hello?
oh wait, is this the one? Was Chaotic? Yeah, Chaotic was the one that was up before. Yeah, I can't remember. That was the one that was paid to kick. Jordan, how you doing? Jordan, how are you? Okay. I think the rest in the request box are Chaotic. You cannot come back up. You were paid to kick. That's the rule. You can offset it by sending the same back. That's the only way you can come back up. Sebi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just need to know your age, please.
I'm 18.
Cool. Sounds good. And do you have an issue, problem, criticism with the LGBT plus community?
It's not about like I like dislike the LGBTQ. It's like, you know, like those like people that like make it their entire like personality and like they're so like
like sports fans, like football,
fan?
like football fans. They just make
MAGA.
the Patriots their whole fucking like MAGA. Make it their whole goddamn personality. It's so annoying.
No, like I mean, it's
Christians, gamers, anybody that has a hobby that they love to do makes their entire personality.
Gamer.
Sometimes
Gamers
vegans, maybe.
Vegans. Oh, so
CrossFitters.
You hit CrossFit. My sister's into that. She makes it her whole fucking personality. It's so annoying.
By the way, I don't have an issue with vegans being vegan, by the way, guys, but the ones that
Disney
adults talk about it overwhelming. The ones that do talk about it
Disney
overwhelmingly.
adults is a good one.
Yeah,
We're being sarcastic, y'all.
Yeah. Trying to prove a point. Yeah, no, I'm totally fine on vegans. Random, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I know, Tay. We've had that discussion. Good. I just need to know your age, please. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Alrighty. And do you have an issue, problem, criticism, etc. with the LGBT plus community?
I think it's disingenuous to use the acronym LGBTQIA+, because if you had a problem with, let's say, intersex people, but you don't have a problem with gay people, you're umbrella terming it, saying, well, if you've got a problem with one of them, you've got a problem with all of them.
Well, people can come up and say, I don't have a problem with the first 4 letters, but I have a problem with the 5th letter. Like, who cares?
Okay, perfect. So I have absolutely no problem with the first 3 letters. It's the T in LGB that I believe one doesn't belong.
Well,
Why?
it's not about. Or first, why doesn't it belong?
Are you part of the community?
No.
Then
I could be. I could be undiagnosed intersex.
what? What? Like, if you're not part of the community, I don't know why you give a shit about our letters.
Well, there's three main reasons I give a shit about the T in LGBTQ.
All right. So, what are these three reasons? Let's hear how great these reasons are. I'm sure they're great arguments.
Okay, so the first one is the mutilation and sterilization of children.
Great. Let's go ahead and address that. Hold on. What do you mean by mutilation? Are you talking about circumcisions?
No, I'm talking about the pathway that children are.
Are you against circumcisions?
No.
Whoa! That's mutilating a body part.
Yeah, it depends. If you've got a problem with the foreskin and it needs to be removed to improve someone's health, then that's completely different.
Doesn't have to be. That's a myth. That's a myth. It does not need to be. It does not need to be removed.
It doesn't need to be, but no. Certain people can be born with tight foreskins that can affect urination. So
how would you know that as an infant?
Well, you don't. You know, the doctor would
so you're mutilating the infant against its consent.
I would say that if my infant had, say, cancer of one of its kidneys, and the safest thing to do is to remove that kidney.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about circumcision.
Circumcision is not cancer. Circumcision is not fucking cancer. No.
You said it was. I was using an analogy.
Hold on. But you're not being logically consistent, because you should be very much against circumcision. Because in your eyes, I would imagine gender-affirming care is not necessary. I would imagine you, and we'll get to that. Don't pivot to that. I'd imagine that's your viewpoint. So circumcision is also not necessary. You should be against that.
No, because circumcision can take several different pathways to justify it.
No.
Does the infant consent?
An infant can't consent. No.
Exactly. So there's not. It's not consensual. It is not proven, like, for health reasons. That's a myth. Right?
So you're telling me there's no condition whatsoever
I'm still
where
it's cosmetic. It is completely.
It's a vanity mutilation.
Not in all cases.
Of a male child. Yes, it is.
Random. You may be talking about people as they get older who may potentially have issues with it being really may have issues with it or something. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Very small percentage. That's older. You wouldn't know that as an infant.
All right, so I disagree with any type of religious or cultural reasons to circumcise children.
Then you should disagree with circumcision across the board.
You can't disagree with circumcision across the board, because if there's a medical necessity for circumcision,
which is
then
something that would be done when the child is older and they can, like, say, hey, I'm having issues downstairs with my pee-pee or whatever. That is not, circumcision is usually done when the child is an infant.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, yeah.
Right, so you wouldn't know that, Random.
Islamic religions.
Yes, so you should be against it. You are mutilating a body part.
I am against circumcision in that regard, but medical necessity.
No, but hold on, but you had to change it just to be now logically consistent. You weren't up until 2 seconds ago. So you're you're being disingenuous, because you're changing it just so you can move on to the next part of the argument.
You spoke over me as I was speaking. Your question was why
you stated numerous times you were okay with it.
No, I didn't. I said that if there's a medical necessity to circumcision. No, I didn't.
And then we stated as an infant you wouldn't know that.
You're pounding the desk here, aren't you?
And you still were okay.
Right. I know this is like a bit of an echo chamber for you, so you just hear your own.
That's not an echo.
This was an echo chamber. It would just be me and Doug, who agree with each other, talking. But you're here. Your opposition. That's not what an echo chamber is, weirdo.
Let me make my.
You don't even know what an echo chamber is. You don't even know what an echo chamber is.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't know because you said it incorrectly.
Right. So the thing is, my position on circumcision is I don't believe it should be practiced in any sort of religious or cultural way. But if there's a medical necessity for circumcision, which there is cases for medical necessity, then it should be performed. It should be performed.
Not as an infant.
Great.
Yes, as an
Which wasn't
infant.
which you wouldn't know that as an infant.
Yes,
Okay.
because there's lots of
Random,
conditions where
random, 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 random.
look
That
at your
was
pound
not
in the desk
random.
again. Calm down.
Random. I'm not hitting the desk. My hands
You're
are
pounding the desk. You need to calm down.
If I was pounding the desk, I would be doing that. I'm doing this.
See? I know, calm.
Which I wasn't doing that. Random,
Right.
I'm trying to get you to slow down, okay? Your argument was not that when we started it. You had to change it now because you realized you were logically inconsistent. Stop. You realized you were logically inconsistent and you realized we weren't going to move forward in the conversation otherwise. So you had to change it just for the sake of the conversation.
I didn't bring up circumcision. You did.
Because
no shit.
Because you're sitting. What it is like you're sitting
We've not
there
even discussed
talking
the
about.
point.
Hi, I'm fucking talking, weirdo. Do you not hear?
That's another name. Very rude.
I am. Good job, buddy.
Well,
You're
get control of your emotions,
Be fucking quiet. Shut the fuck up, and people won't be reacting this way. Stay on mute, weirdo. God damn.
Oh, you're weird.
Stop. Stay on mute. If you cannot have the self-control, the mute will help you. Because the thing is, you're talking about child mutilation. And we feel like, yeah, well, okay, then you should be against circumcision. Because usually people aren't consistent in their thought. But that's not happening to children. Children are not getting surgeries. Not in the UK, not here.
Who said surgery?
You said mutilating a body part.
I said mutilation. That's correct. I didn't say surgery.
What
right,
is mutilation?
that would ensue surgery.
No, so they're mutilating the reproductive organs of these children by putting them on cross-sex hormones. If you actually give me a chance to get my point across, your brain might understand what.
Still fucking talking.
But because you're arrogant, you just
that it does not make them infertile. It can happen.
Cross-sex hormones.
Stop. You fucking weirdo. Stop. This is a grown man. This is a grown fucking man.
Let's get to a new guest at 40,000 likes. 40,000 likes, guys. We'll get to a new guest.
That medication that you're talking about does not make them infertile. Please show us a source that shows that it is making them infertile. We'll wait. Give us a source.
Okay. I would point you towards the CAS report that was done on the Tavistock
clinic. The CAS report has been debunked.
It hasn't because it's shut down the Tavistock clinic.
Yes, it has. The CAS report has been debunked.
Incorrect.
Correct.
No, the actual.
No, it has been debunked.
Give me one source that it's been debunked. That's what you sound like, a child.
1 second. 1 second. I will.
Okay, so she's gonna get. Hold on. Do we believe what?
Do you believe that sex is binary?
It would be bimodal.
No, it's right. Simple yes or no question.
No, it's bimodal.
It's
bimodal. It's bimodal. Do you know what bimodal means? I don't think you do.
Educate me. Go on. What do you mean by bimodal?
You see how you're under-equipped in this conversation?
Well, I'm fairly confident it probably means the same thing as binary, which is two.
No, bimodal are two different things. Bimodal and binary are two different things.
What's your definition of bimodal?
It's not my definition. Bimodal means
what is the definition of
bimodal means there are two distinct things, but there could be variations within them, different characteristics within them that could be shared between them.
Okay, so I can
which is not because not
I can prove it to you.
No, you can't, random, because
I can.
not
if you allow me to, I will.
Random. It's bimodal because not every single female has all of the parts and the traits that you're about to mention. Not every male has all the parts and traits that you're about to mention. There's some that have different variations, so it would be bimodal.
Well, I can explain to you.
Shut up! You can't explain shit.
Yeah,
so if you would like to look at the Medical Journal of Australia, CAS review does not guide care for trans young people. Debunked. There's a long list
It shut down the Tavistock
medical
clinic.
facilities. Shut the fuck up and listen, for Christ's
There's literally
sake. You wouldn't be this fucking stupid if you started listening to people, especially those
You're
smarter
arrogant.
than you. So yes, I'm very arrogant.
You
Good
are,
job,
yeah.
buddy. So
Wrong.
here's the thing. I'm arrogant because I actually study something. That's not arrogance. That's called education, you fucking weirdo.
Wrong.
So anyway, look up at the Medical Journal of Australia. It debunks the cast review.
No, it doesn't.
You haven't even looked at it, you child.
That's why the Tavistock clinic
That's why. Go read it, you absolute weirdo.
Have you read the cast?
Yes, I knew the cast review the second you said it. People know this who sit and talk about this. And I knew that it's been debunked by multiple medical institutes.
Why have they not reopened the Tavistock
All right,
clinic?
guys, we're almost at 40,000 likes to get to new guests.
You're nowhere near. You're at 36.8.
Yeah, we're almost at 40,000.
Got a ways to go, young man. Okay.
Oh, we
really?
can get
All right.
we can get to 40,
Okay.
no problem. You guys, he's
Yeah, okay.
testing y'all, saying that you're way
Halfway boys,
away
girls, and third
from-
genders.
Yeah, be quiet, buddy. He's saying that you guys can't get to 40K real quick, and I know that this crowd can definitely get to 40K and get rid of your ass real soon.
Let's hope that they've got the third genders tapping for you. You know, these
Shut up.
magical
Cool.
third sex people.
Then we have more. Cool. Then we have more people helping out. Perfect.
That they don't exist.
Look
so
at
they
that.
haven't
We got to
more people.
40,000. See ya. Thank you, guys. I knew you guys were going to tap quick as fuck when he said that. I knew I could count on you guys for that.
That man looked like Squidward. Like Squidward with glasses. Go back to gaming, weirdo.
All right, guys. Hope you're all having a good day. If you can please send in your harmony at the top left. If you haven't, if you are enjoying the live, click the follow button, follow Paige, show Paige a little bit of support. I got pay links in the bio. There's guests here on YouTube. There's super chats. It's never needed, but I do appreciate it. I will read your comment out loud to the chat if it's a super chat or a Venmo, Cash App, etc. And yeah, let's get to the next guest. We are just looking for opposition. So if you do agree with Paige and I, while we do love your support, we're just looking for debates. So we're looking for anybody that voted for Trump, whether they do think or don't think that the LGBT plus community, or anybody that didn't vote for him and still has an issue. Hunter, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
I am doing great. How old are you?
I am 25.
25. All right. And do you have any sort of question or concern, problem, whatever, with the LGBT plus community?
No, I don't have any problem. I don't know why I joined. I have a lot of friends who are LGBT.
Okay.
You know, I respect that.
Okay, that's great. I am just looking for debates, though, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you down. But I appreciate the support. And once again, guys, we are looking just for opposition. I do feel like I just stated that right before I brought them up. Hi, Storm. How you doing? Hi, Storm. How are you doing? Storm. Oh, we hear you. You're there. All right, probably accidental request. All right, let's get to the next one. Hey, how are
Hello?
you, guest? Hey, are you having
Good,
a
how
good
are
day?
you?
Doing great,
Yeah,
doing
I
great.
am.
Good. I just need to know your age, please. TikTok terms of service.
I'm 19.
Sounds good to me. All right, and do you have an issue, problem, criticism with the LGBT plus community?
Yes, I don't think it's right for them to be enforcing all these stuff about trans people and gay stuff in the elementary schools, middle schools. I think it's sick to do. And you really
Yeah, give an
cannot-
example. Yeah, perfect. Give an example.
When literally I was in my middle school, I had.
Give it. No. Give an example that could be proven, because your anecdote can't be proven.
What do you mean? What do you mean proven?
What do I mean? What do I mean? Proven?
Yeah.
Something that we can look up and verify.
Says the guy with the
And-
fucking
and-
username Diddy Tickler.
Anyways, in what right mind
I mean, is
do
it
you
funny?
think
Is that
it's okay
funny
be
to
trans?
you,
Like,
though?
I
Is it
think
funny? Hi, still talking. Is it funny what Diddy did to the point where you're like, yeah, I'm going to name my account that? and you dare to come up here and say that there's a problem with children learning to tolerate, accept people that are different than them, because that's the only thing that the schools are doing, is trying to reduce bullying. I don't know about you, but I don't like anybody getting bullied, especially kids.
Yeah,
Diddy, Tickler.
she does bring up a good point. Your literal profile name would like insinuate harm being done to other people, which you apparently seem to be against. So, what's the deal here, man?
Like, you're sitting here naming your account after a man who we watched on video beat the shit out of a woman.
Mm-hmm. He drops. Hopefully he was shamed enough, and that's why he dropped. All right, let's get to the next one. Yeah, people like that should be shamed. Jesse, how you doing?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. How old are you?
44.
Sounds good to me. And what are your thoughts on the LGBT plus community?
So the only criticism I have, I would say, is more so what they do support. So like, my curiosity is for instance, Palestine, right? So these people don't like you. They totally would, unalive you if you.
Palestinians know they want. Palestinians no, they want it. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, just because we don't want people to be G-sided, it doesn't mean that we have to agree with everything every views that they have. I don't know.
So are you trying to say that Jesse, are you trying to say there are no such thing as a gay Palestinian or a queer Palestinian? Are you trying to get us to believe that there are no gay, lesbian Palestinians?
Not in that country, no.
Are you good?
No. What do you mean am I good? Paige, listen, you've been disrespectful to everybody else, but I'm 44. You're probably a young child. I don't know what you are.
I'm not. I'm 37.
Young children can't be on this app. Jesse, young children can't be on this app like this.
All I'm gonna say is like I've listened to you disrespect.
You're 7 years older than me, Jesse. You're not you're not my uncle, okay?
So let's talk.
But here's the thing: if you think that there are no queer Palestinians that exist in Palestine, you're sadly fucking mistaken.
And Jesse, this topic is about the LGBT plus community in general. All right, so let's talk about them and the problem that you would have with them. Okay. I don't know why you guys like to make this argument as if just because some group may have different opinions, potentially that we want them to be unalived.
What's interesting is like you guys aren't that much better though, because a lot of you guys would love to see us unalived.
Constantly mute. Why do you want to debate? Why do you want to debate if you constantly want to mute everybody that comes up here and talks?
Because listen, Palestine is not the topic, Jesse. We're talking about the
let's talk about the LGBTQIA plus.
Perfect.
Let's talk about it. So when will it end? How many letters do you need? When will there be a So let me ask you something. So
letters bother you?
Attractive people. Who are you trying to
stop
into your community?
Jesse. Give any evidence that is trying to be a thing by the LGBT plus community. Give any solid evidence other than Trump and somebody in his administration told you so. Give evidence. Give evidence. Give evidence that anybody's trying to normalize that.
You want me to hand it over to you? Send it to your email? How do you want me to do it to you?
Jesse, I want you to. Where did you learn it? Tell me where you learned it, and that's how you should tell me. Yeah.
You constantly listen when you watch all your lives on TikTok. Everyone talks about it. Talk about it's legal.
Jesse.
Legal.
Who
How
said
many countries is it legal to marry a child?
In many how many countries or how many states?
Yes,
because there's many red
legal
states. There's
here
only red
in
states.
the States, Jesse.
Yes,
it's legal in the Bible Belt.
Yes, in many red states, and every time there's in every one of these states in which there's legislation to raise the age to 18, you know who votes against it? Republicans. There has been numerous legislations brought to the floor, and Republicans vote against them.
We'd also like to
all
add
the
that
time.
The state that the host and I live in, Florida, just shot down a law that was proposed to not be able to marry your fucking first cousin. We live in a
Where
state
is
that's
it
like,
legal
nope, we're going to keep it in the fucking
to marry
family.
a 12-year-old? Where is it legal?
And
Where's it
also
legal in the United States to marry a 12-year-old?
there's
I'll
also
wait.
been times when Republicans have brought legislation to the floor to lower the age of consent. So they've done it in both
I'm
ways.
still waiting for the 12-year-old. Where is it legal in the United States to marry a 12-year-old?
What about a 13-year-old?
But now you're raising a different. I said
that's okay. Wait, that's okay.
Why are we raising? Why are we just? I asked the question like, so you want to just ask the questions you want me to answer? Listen, you're entitled to your own opinion. You're not entitled to your own facts. That's bottom line.
Great. So if you're against,
yeah, I bet you shut up.
If you're against someone that's not an adult doing these things, you should be against it in these states.
Do you think it should be okay for a 13-year-old to be married off?
I don't think it's a 13, a 12, 11, a 10, none of that.
16,
then why don't
16?
you put your energy
16?
towards ending that, Jesse?
16.
Yes.
If the guy is 18, or we talk like, is that what we're talking about?
A 16-year-old's still a child, weirdo.
Are you
wait?
So 18 is not a child?
Wait, so an
The
18-year-old,
full-grown
you're okay with an 18-year-old marrying a 16-year-old?
If the parents give consent at 16, you can give consent.
The
Holy
parents.
Shit! This
really?
is why I fucking can't.
You talking about a 2-year difference?
You guys are exposing yourself with every conversation we have.
A
This is wild.
16-year-old is still a child. You know, Doug, this is why we always hear about child brides, but we don't hear about child, grooms. Have you ever noticed that? Child bride, but we don't hear about child grooms.
Mm-hmm.
When is your brain fully developed?
Well,
that
not
doesn't help your point.
for you, Jesse.
Oh, yes, it does.
44 for you.
100%.
Jesse, first of all, she would be correct. And also, that doesn't help your point here.
It doesn't help my point.
Right, because the answer you're probably going to say is the answer you're probably going to say is around 25, which would make your point worse. That would not help
make my point worse. Okay.
Yes,
so
because they're both below that age.
To change it to cutting off your genitalia.
Was that the conversation? Was that the conversation you and I have, or was that with a different guest?
Because isn't that crazy to compare the?
Jesse. The person was against mutilation of genitals. When you circumcise an infant, when you circumcise an infant, you are mutilating it. You are cutting off part of the genitals.
You're cutting
without
off
its consent,
genitalia?
Without its consent.
You're cutting off genitalia or skin that might contain bacteria or later become a problem for that child. Right?
I'm just saying for the record here. You are now advocating for mutilation of an infant.
Yes, I know we advocate for mutilation of children.
Jesse, if that were true, why is it Shut up, ranting. So please explain why it is that outside of the United States, particularly Europe, circumcision is not done. If it's such a health hazard, why is it that if you go to Europe, you're going to see yes, you didn't know that?
You're out of your mind.
I know you've listen, I know you've never been outside of your backyard, Jesse, but if you go to Europe, circumcision is not practiced.
Wrong. It's practiced in Italy where I was raised. Try again.
No, it's not.
Look at the name. My name is Jesse Romano.
I don't care what your fucking name is. Oh, okay, Paisan. Everybody knows that fucking word, weirdo. But it is not a common practice. It's not a common practice in the Arab world. It's not a common practice in the continent of Africa. It's not a common practice in Asia. It is very much an American thing. You believing that it's bacteria issues is a fucking medical myth, you weirdo.
You're clueless and brain dead. Period. That's all I'm gonna say. But at the end of the day, it is practiced in Italy. It's practiced in
No, it's
Jesse, Jesse,
not.
Jesse. Even if these things were to be true, it's still doing the thing that you say shouldn't be done. You're still cutting off part of a skin
No. I said
of
genitalia.
genitalia. That's
You're
genitalia.
not cutting off genitalia.
Genitalia.
You're really changing. So you mean to tell me if you cut off foreskin that you're talking about? Wait, hold on.
Jesse,
Sexual gender
it often
reassignment
can cause
surgery.
Jesse,
It's the same.
Jesse, it causes the infant pain, and they're not consenting.
Does
End
it
of story.
cause them pain when the doctor spanks them when they have to cry?
And
Do
I'm
they
against
consent
that
to that
too.
spanking?
And wait, yes, and I am against that too.
Wait, so that's not been a long medical study or practice to make the baby cry?
Spanking?
Yeah, like hitting it to make it cry. Pinching. To make the baby cry. We've never heard of that.
Why the fuck would you do that?
What? Bro, seriously, you cannot won't play
What
imbecile.
on earth are you talking about?
So when a baby is born and the baby's not crying, what do they do to make the baby cry?
They don't they don't do that anymore. They do like a like what they'll do. They do like a gentle skin
I
stimulation.
just watched my child be born. What are you talking about?
Shut up, you blowhard. Do not try to convince us that any woman has laid with you.
Yeah,
April
nobody
fucking,
laid with you. That's why
April
you
fucking fools. April
Listen,
that's
fucking
why you ain't got no pictures.
Jesse.
Any sort
April fucking fools.
any sort of spanking or hitting in which would cause pain that would allow them to cry, I believe is wrong. Yes. And guys, new guest at 60,000 likes. We're looking for opposition, please. If you're joining live, click the follow button in the top left. Follow page. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe.
Paige, can we see some pictures of you?
Jesse, that's not our
No, weirdo.
Exactly. You don't want
You know
nobody
what?
to see
We will be very happy for you to remove your fucking photos from your account, Jesse. Please do us a favor and remove all photographic evidence.
Hide your identity. Because you do it all the time in your community.
Cool. Do you have any argument besides laughing like a moron? I guess not.
Identity all the time.
Well, I guess not.
You two-spirited, huh? You two-spirited? Come on now. Now you take a Native American and listen, I've spoken to a Native American. They say y'all crazy. Two-spirited? Please.
We're not going to do that. We're not doing indigenous erasure up here, you fucking moron. Absolutely the fuck not.
You've jumped to every different talking point you could think of because everyone that you did sucked. And you couldn't refute.
You guys are deluded. That's the sad part.
You've sat up here and you've been misogynistic, transphobic, and now you're doing indigenous erasure. You are a piece of shit.
I am indigenous. What? Are you serious?
Let me guess. Now all of a sudden all of a sudden you're indigenous. Is that what you're gonna say, Jesse?
Yes, I'm indigenous to the island of Sicily. Seriously? Like, come on.
That makes you native, dummy, not indigenous.
Fuck out of here.
How the fuck do people not know the difference between native and indigenous? Very separate things. Very separate things.
Well, we had 60,000 anyway, so that was actually a perfect time to kick him because I was going to kick him anyways. All right, I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I know these guests can be a little out there, but we're trying our best here. So let's try to get the likes and taps signed up, guys, if y'all can. I know tapping is a lot. I get it. But if you guys can do it, it really does help. And make sure you send in the heart me. And if you're enjoying the live, follow myself, follow Paige, and support Paige a little bit if you can. Pay links are in the bio. Super chats.
Wait, please
YouTube.
turn your camera off.
Yeah, I don't.
Mona,
come on.
Turn your camera off.
I got you.
I can't turn it off.
It's not letting me. Well, it's
not
also a
letting
black
me.
screen. I don't see anything. I see a black screen.
Mona, turn your camera off.
Do you see something? Because I only see a black screen. Well, your connection's not good anyway, so I'm just gonna. Okay. All I saw was a black screen. So, all right. Well, let's get to the next one. Yeah, I don't think anybody else saw anything. Chris, how you doing?
How you doing, guys?
Hey, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Just for TikTok terms of service, I need to know your age, please.
37.
Alrighty. And do you have any problem, criticism, issue, etc. with the LGBT plus community?
No, I am a member. I knew I was gay since I was 9 years old, and I came out in 2011.
That's great.
I got married to my amazing husband in 2023 here in the great state of Texas.
That's
we live in
great.
San Antonio.
Cool.
That's
Listen,
us.
I hate to break the. I am only looking for debates. People that have very different opinions on this. So, I'm just not looking to talk to people who agree with us, just because
No,
then it's kind
no.
of
Well,
just
that's the thing.
one of those things.
But I'm
But
okay. Yeah. But
so
I am
do you,
still MAGA.
oh, well, okay. Sure. Then we can definitely have a conversation.
Yes, sir.
Why? Why did you vote for him?
I voted for him. Now I've voted for him 6 times. All the primaries,
Stop.
all the elections.
Oh, okay. Primary, whatever. Okay, sure. Why?
I voted
Why?
for him because I saw stuff that went down in 2007 and 2008 that I did
I
not
don't want to
like.
go back to that. I don't want to go back to that. Just this
Oh,
time
okay.
around, 2024. Why did you vote for him?
To save the country.
How's that working
What?
out for you? Saving the
Great.
country by putting us into a war with Iran that's spending hundreds of
The
billions
war,
of dollars, raise the
the war of
price of
Iran.
gas that they had no nuclear weapons per our own intelligence. Yeah, that's really saving us. The economy getting worse, inflation being higher than when he took office, gas being higher than when he took office, him making $2 billion plus in office his first year through insider trading. Yeah, he's really making America better, buddy.
Yes, sir.
40
It's
trillion dollar deficit.
that's the thing,
Yeah.
guys. Is
40
that's the thing.
trillion. We don't
That's
earn. Hold
we're
on. We don't even. Our GDP isn't even that. We are now more in debt than we actually fucking make.
Yeah. Himself, between his 2 terms, and we're not even halfway through his second term, he is responsible for about 30% of the entire debt. 25 to 30% of the entire debt through 6 years. But he's making America great?
Yes, sir.
I don't know about you, but since the last 10 years since he's been on scene, it seems like we've been more divided than ever. It seems like we've had more political violence than ever. Not seems, the data shows that. So
Absolutely
I really
not.
don't. The
Absolutely
data per the FBI says there has been more political violence. So you'd be wrong there. So in no way is he making us any better. But also, I don't want to get to all that because we're still talking about the topic. As somebody who's in LGBT plus community, why the fuck did you vote for him?
Because he's the only thing that's standing between us, communism, and radical Islam. That's it.
What's communism?
Girl.
Wait. Again, that's not the topic. Why did you vote for him as a gay man in relation to the topic? Or did you say you were gay? Or
Yes, sir.
You said you're an okay. So, as a gay man, why did you vote for him in relation to the topic?
Because he will save us from communism and
In
Islam says,
relation to the topic.
I don't. What do you mean?
Chris, in relation to the LGBT plus community, why did you vote for him as somebody who's in it?
I don't hate anything about it. I'm telling you why I voted for
you
him.
voted against your entire community. Why? Why would you do that?
No, because the premise of your question is wrong. You have no idea and no right to speak for the entirety of the community. No, you don't. You don't have right to speak for the entirety. No, you don't. You do not.
Shush. I do, because your vote inherently says that you want to harm the community. I don't need to know a single thing about you. I don't need to know about what your favorite foods are. I don't need to know anything about you. I don't need to know how many gay people you're friends with, trans people. I don't need to know. The fact that you voted for him shows that you want the community to be harmed. That's how I know that every single MAGA hates the community because you want them to be harmed. You're on mute just in case you're yelling into the ether right now. This isn't a generalization. It's a conclusion I came to by the very vote.
Chris, you being a married gay man, how long do you think that's lasting in this administration? Because there are states, Iowa and I think Idaho, that are contesting it. So your gay marriage is about to go up in gay fucking flames.
Hey, guys, for the first time in the comments, I'm too mean. Paige, have I ever gotten that before?
No.
Literally, I've never gotten before that I'm too mean. In fact, you guys always say I'm being too nice. And now I'm being too mean. All right.
I don't know who's saying that, but
no, I've seen several comments saying that. They may not even be from friendlies, but whatever.
Oh, is this true? So Peabody says Texas banned the log cabin Republicans from the RNC in Texas. Chris, you are a log cabin Republican. And the RNC said, no fucking thank you. Because you're gay, Chris. Unmute. Let's go, bitch.
All right, Chris, it's not that difficult to unmute. I'm pretty sure you've been asked to unmute or you've been invited to, which makes it even easier on your end. But, okay.
First of all, this is the entire problem I have with your side.
Yeah.
Vitriol and the disdain you two have shown me right now, the evilness
I don't care.
that is spewing from your voices.
I don't care.
Write it in your journal.
I don't care.
I don't care. Why
Chris, get over yourself. Chris,
write it in your journal. Cry on your pillow. Nobody cares.
Chris, you don't give a fuck about that. Your president does that every day.
Your RNC said you're gay? Nope, you're not here. You're not here with us.
Chris, your president does that every goddamn day. Do not pretend to care about this. You just don't like it because it's now being done to you. So, F off with that.
Chris, get out of the fucking comments. Stop clutching your pearls.
Yes. Chris, if you're up here, do not comment in the comment section. Do not respond to the comments. We'll get you new guests at 70,000 likes, assuming he actually unmutes himself and continues the conversation.
I didn't mute myself. Y'all muted me.
Right, and you can easily unmute yourself by clicking the button again.
Okay, then why the fuck would you mute me then if I can do it that simple?
Chris, go ahead with your argument now. What do you have? So
I don't have any other argument.
But Chris, he's harming the community. Why?
How?
If you're in the community?
Where? Who? Where?
The RNC, the
RNC.
Let her finish. You asked her a question. Let her answer.
Yeah, you because you're a log cabin Republican, the RNC said you can't be here.
Yes. Also, if you
gay
go to
marriage, you're a gay married man. Gay marriage is coming up on the block.
Yep.
Iowa, Idaho, they're both going at it, trying to get it nationally banned.
Yeah, there are many states that are trying to do that right now. If Trump cared so much about gay people, as you guys love to say, that, he allowed gay people to get married in Mar-a-Lago or whatever, wouldn't he be against that? Wouldn't he be telling the people in those states, hey, stop trying to do that? Well, he's not. So maybe he's not so pro-LGBT+. Chris,
we just gave you examples.
I'm letting you speak examples of what? Individual stakes and individual voters making their own decisions.
No.
The fact of the matter is,
you weren't listening.
Trump
You weren't listening.
The only thing that matters is that the only president to come.
Paige, you're gonna have to say it again because he wasn't listening to what you said.
Chris, I'll say it again. Gay marriage.
The only president to come into office.
Chris, are you good?
Chris, you weren't listening to what she said.
Gay marriage is on the chopping block. You in Texas, a log cabin Republican, was told you can't come to the RNC. You were left. You were held out.
Yes.
These are two examples.
Yes. And
that
last time I
directly
checked,
affect you.
yes, and last time I checked, there were 8 states that are trying to work against overturning gay marriage. I think there was 8, 7, 8, something like that. I have to go through the states, but there was a good handful of them. All Republicans. Again, if Trump cared so much, he would be telling them, "Hey, don't do that."
Can you address what we just said, please, Chris?
I do not believe the things that you two believe.
Well, that's a you problem. I'm going to go ahead and list out the states in which that. So here's the deal. If it were true, it sounds like you would believe they're a bad thing because
No,
you're
I
choosing
don't,
not to believe.
because you
Okay, so
said the
wait.
RNC.
So even if they were true, you wouldn't care?
Look,
if the things we said were true, would they be a bad thing? Yes or no?
Every time I open my mouth to start speaking, you two go completely crazy. If y'all give me,
if the things we said true, if the things that we said were true, because you said you don't believe this, pretend they're true.
You're
Are they still a
spinning
bad thing?
everything you say is spun. Don't sit here and pretend like everything isn't spun the way you want it to be spun.
Chris, I will show you it right afterwards.
I didn't say. Did I say that there was not states in?
Chris,
did I say there were not states involved in this?
Chris,
no,
you just
I
said we're
did not.
spinning things.
You just
Chris,
don't like it that somebody who's gay is telling you. You don't represent all of us.
What are we spinning?
You are spinning everything.
What are we spinning? Tell us one thing that we're spinning.
So let's look at Iowa. Right? How did this thing get put up there? Right? What's the supporting on the ground in the party for this? Let's talk about the numbers. No, you want to talk about overview.
Chris, if you ask a question, give space
headlines.
for the
You just want to talk
answer.
about headlines. Let's talk about the.
It's not a fucking headline. It actually fucking happened. You fucking hick.
Headline.
Hey. You stupid hick. It actually fucking took place in their Congress. It actually took place in their legislation. You stupid hick.
There's 9 states, by the way. 9 states. We have Texas, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Missouri, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, Michigan, Idaho. They've introduced bills, resolutions, etc., to try to overturn it.
So how is that Doug spinning something?
I literally just listed the states.
Merely a fact. It's just merely a fact. How is he spinning anything?
Ladies, I'm going to say I love you. I hope you find everything you're looking for.
That's a concession. Get out of here. That is a
Girl,
concession.
shut the fuck up.
That is a concession. We gave you the answer you didn't like.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much for that blessing.
Guys, you can look it up. I know the front believe me, but there are literally 9 states that are introducing something to try to overturn it. Again, Republicans. And if Trump, once again, cared so much, he would say, don't do that. Literally, again, he's not pro-LGBT+. I have no idea where you guys have gotten this idea from.
Yeah, and then when he is no longer able to be married to his gay husband, he's going to cry so hard and then be like, oh, what did I think? You should fucking listen.
Hey,
I think
Mika,
you two should just stop crying.
Okay, that's a good thought.
Why are you so angry, host?
It's a good thought, but I just need to know your age before we move forward.
Why are you so angry, host?
That's
Relax.
a good thought, but
you don't belong to the community anyway.
If you don't tell me your age, I do. If you don't tell me your age, I cannot move forward in a conversation. I'm gonna have to drop you if you don't say your age.
Stop crying. I'm 28.
Great. Okay, so what are your thoughts on LGBT+ community?
I like all of the community except for the men that pretend to be girls.
Cool.
We don't have men that pretend to be girls in our community, so you're great. You're doing good.
So what's the 2 stand for? What does the 2 stand for then?
Oh, that's for That's for transgender people, but they're not pretending. They're not men pretending to be girls. You're talking about trans women.
Are they biological men?
There's no such thing. When you say biological men, hi, Mika, calm down, Junior.
Stop
So
crying.
here's the
Are they
thing.
men?
Shut up. I get it. You don't know what words mean, but you guys.
Let her answer.
So
Micah,
weird.
when you
So a
answer
biological man.
I won't. Don't tell me to shut.
Biological man just means living, breathing man. If you want to say biological, then you're talking about sex, biological male. They're not denying that they're males.
Yes, they all recognize that.
So then
they
I'll go back to
recognize
my
their
point.
sex.
We dislike the people who are biological males that pretend to be females.
No,
What's so
they're
hard
not
to
pretending to
understand
be.
without trying? Yes, they are
Hold on.
pretending.
Women, not females. So we're going to have to get into the discussion of gender versus sex because I don't think
No,
you
we
know the
don't.
difference.
No, we don't. You don't tell me.
Are gender and sex the same thing?
Yes, they're connected. Yes,
connected, but are they the same?
They're connected.
Okay. There is a connection. There is a correlation. Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
so
in that all men are males.
Okay. No.
Oops. You stutter a lot, don't you, mate?
That's not
I
true,
said no.
Micah.
Okay. So what Micah, I'm gonna have to ask the same question I ask everyone. What excludes a trans woman or a trans man from fitting into the category of women or men that all cis women and all cis men have?
Penises and vaginas.
Okay, great. We've already had this conversation. This is going to be an easy one. So you're telling me all males who you say are men, all of them have penises, every single one of them.
Yes,
and
every
if they
man
don't,
has a penis.
That is just simply not true.
So you talk about medical anomalies, so you talk about trans people.
No. We're not talking. It's not about it being anomalies. You said all, and that's the requirement to be a man. So let's say yours gets chopped off. Are you no longer a man?
So okay, let me rephrase it then. So all men that don't have their penises chopped off are men. Yes.
So if you had yours chopped off, you're not a man anymore.
You didn't hear what I just said. So all men, even if they have their penises chopped off, are still men. Yes.
So okay, great. So then that's not the prerequisite, or that's not the necessary condition of being a man. So name me.
So the prerequisite of a man is a man that's got a penis or has had a penis chopped off. Yes.
Not all are born with that.
What about boys
So then
that
you're
have
talking about
been
anomalies,
born with
aren't you?
penile agenesis?
Yes.
Again,
some that are born with that.
What is it so
It doesn't matter. See, here's the fact. I'm glad you've pointed it out. Anomalies. Yes, you got it. There are exceptions.
Yeah,
that's right. Shut up, Micah. You could learn something if you kept your pie hole closed a little bit more. But people who are born with penile agenesis, meaning they were born without a penis, right? It may be an anomaly, but it takes away your necessity. You've been asked for a necessity.
So what's that condition called that you just brought up?
Penile agenesis.
So are they trans people?
No.
Exactly.
They are boys who have. Can you not fucking track a conversation?
How is he not following us?
You're the one that said that you have to have a penis. If they are born without a penis, you are now saying that they are not boys?
Okay, so let's say I'm wrong. What would you call a male that's born without a penis?
Answer my fucking question, Micah.
What would you call a man that's born without a penis?
Micah, don't answer my question with another question. Answer my fucking question.
And there's nothing you can do about
Micah,
it.
you can answer it because you were so confident in saying that all men and boys have these and were born with these. We're giving you examples of ones that didn't. So we're asking you now, what are they if they're not men?
All right. So let's say I concede and say, fine, you've got me. Then tell me, what do you call those people? What are men that are born with that condition? What do you call them? Do you call them trans men or trans women?
I don't know. I don't know if they
exactly.
Would be trans men or trans women. It's not. No, Micah. That's not my determination to make. How would I know?
No, it's not. It's biology.
How would I know?
We don't know whether how they identify. What we believe is hey, don't be ableist. I will block you. I won't kick you, I will just fucking block you. Stop it.
Is that supposed to be
it is the third fucking time you've done that. Stop.
Is it supposed to be?
I said stop.
And guys, we'll get to a new guess at 80,000 likes anyways. We're almost there.
Too easy, guys. Too easy.
What is too easy? Debunking you? Yes, you're right, Micah. This is like shooting fish in a fucking barrel.
Hey, stop crying. You didn't hear me crying, do you?
All right. Well, do you have anything else? Can you name me? And you're gonna run. Just in case anyone couldn't follow, his argument was that in order to be a man or a boy, you have to have a penis or at least be born with a penis. We gave him examples of ones that don't. He couldn't answer the question as to what they were. He said, actually, in one case, that they weren't. So then what would they be? He changed his argument. And we would have, if we kept going, we would have continued through that same thing. He would have named some other body part. He would have named something else, and we would have went through that same fucking thing. Alan, how you doing? Okay. Guys, we are looking for opposition. Just the requirement, you got to be 18 or older, and you have to be opposition, right? So you have to be either be somebody that voted for Trump and or somebody that has an issue with the LGBT plus community. Hey, Kashka, hello. Hi, Kashka, are you there? It sounds incredibly muffled. I'm so sorry. No, yeah, I really couldn't hear what you were saying. Okay. If you guys are watching on the tube and you are enjoying the live, subscribe. If you're not enjoying the live, don't subscribe. Make sure you guys at least like the live if you can. Super chats are available as well. Never expected or needed, but I do appreciate it. Annie, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, you are.
Ooh, how old are you?
I'm 18, but I am sick right now, so I might not sound my best.
What year were you born?
2008, on April 15th.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, anyways, do you have an issue with the LGBT plus community?
So, well, I do have like friends that are part of like LGB, but I mostly
Do you take an issue with the LGBTQI?
Well, I do kind of with the ideology that some trans people are trying to push.
I don't believe there's an ideology. What do you think the ideology is? Because there's no
Because there
ideology.
are these people that I like, as a woman, I obviously see a lot on the daily that are attacking us as people just for how we are. So it's always like,
You're getting attacked? On the basis of what?
it's like, you know, like things like our looks. I don't know. I can't name people right now. I don't have the access to these people.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're saying who is attacking you for your looks?
I do see people saying that trans women look better than biological women just because they have a
That's somebody's opinion. Who cares?
about them.
But yeah, that's just an opinion.
Yeah,
Wait,
but it's always an attack on them.
Hold on. Is somebody attacking you? Somebody part of the LGBT plus community attacking you?
Well, I have gotten comments on
Okay, on the basis
myself,
of
my biological gender, which I don't believe that
what do you mean by that?
Hold on, can I say something?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah. So I have been woke for many years of my life. I've just realized this year maybe that I am starting to lean like a bit more.
Annie, just what have you been attacked on? Like
Been on the internet since I was like 12.
Okay.
So I have had my experiences.
Okay. I'm just confused on what basis are you getting attacked by people overwhelmingly from the LGBT plus community?
Is it working? Is it working now?
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not trying to attack anyone. and I feel like these comments are being too hateful.
No, please
but
don't
I'm
read the
not gonna
comments.
comment on
Any,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
please.
okay. It's
Okay, just leave
okay.
just
But
leave the comments. Can you just answer my
Annie,
question, please?
yeah, stop paying attention to the comments. Can you just like answer the host?
Please, on what
yeah,
basis have you gotten
so
attacked overwhelmingly from the LGBT plus community?
hold on.
But
Let me
but
please
that was your
answer.
argument, Annie. That was your argument.
But I do keep seeing people that are like, well, especially since that clip of Drew Afuelo, I think, came out, that trans women have a more beautiful understanding of what womanhood is.
Drew did not say that. That was the
She
non-binary.
did.
That was the non-binary
Okay, well, I don't
person.
know their names, but
You know what, Annie? If you don't know their names and you can't attribute a quote to the correct person, then shut the fuck up about it. But that wasn't Drew. That was the non-binary person that was speaking, and that's their opinion. So fucking what? That's their opinion. They
No.
find transgender people more attractive. So what? Get over it, teenager.
But can I still talk?
I
Can
just
I
want
keep
you
talking?
to Annie. I just want you to please answer the question. That was your argument, so please, I'm respectfully asking you to please answer the question.
Yeah, okay, hold on. So
It was
the
your
things that I
argument.
see, obviously, I see
Go.
things online that I don't think that are right towards like biological. Well, I'm again biological female, I guess. I should put it as that. Yes.
Okay.
But
What is it you're
it's
hearing? What
things
is
like
it?
I see
Yeah.
comments on women like, how can I, like, from trans women, like, how can I go into their spaces? Like, how do they get to live as princesses?
Wait, where's
And
trans spaces, Annie? Where are trans women
No.
spaces?
Well, I live in Finland, which is like obviously like a very equal country for everyone. So we have genderless spaces.
Okay.
And I believe in
but that's
those.
not. Then that's not trans spaces.
So those aren't trans spaces.
But
Those are
how are they not?
gender-free
Because everybody
spaces.
can go there.
Because they're exactly. Everybody can go. It's not trans exclusive.
Yeah, but
everybody.
we
It's
don't-
gender. Shut up, Annie. If you ask a question, give space for the answer. Gender-free spaces means everybody. Everyone can go there.
Excuse me. So because we don't have like stall toilets, they are like private rooms for themselves that everyone can go into.
So
it's not like everybody
So what's
just
your
mixed in
issue?
into one space.
So then what? Then what's your
What's the
problem?
problem?
It's just like that I see these comments and
What
I
comments?
see these, like,
What comments?
like on Twitter.
I swear she's punking us. I swear she's Twitter? You're fucking Twitter?
But they are trans
If
people.
you
Annie,
can't handle the
there are
comments on
hateful
Twitter,
comments.
then you
Annie?
stay the fuck off of Twitter.
Annie, I hate to break it to you, the internet in general, people say mean things. Doesn't matter if you're gay, you're trans, you're straight, you're Muslim, you're just people sometimes say mean things on the internet. I think if you don't like that, please don't go on the internet.
See, the
this is not
interesting
the
thing
fact that I'm
is
talking about.
Annie, is that you're sitting there complaining about mean words on Twitter, something you don't have to participate in. You can block that site, never have to deal with it. But trans people are being unalived for just living. And you're sitting here like, oh, and we're supposed to feel sorry for you? Because bad words, mean things are being said on Twitter while trans people are losing their lives just for existing? Get a fucking grip.
Yeah, I need to rethink kind of what's happening here.
I mean, I know you're 18, meaning you're fairly young, but Jesus Christ. And I don't know what you mean by woke. Like, what is woke?
Like,
I don't think you know the history on that word, Annie, because you shouldn't be using it as a white person.
I know that woke is like the freeing of the black people. I meant to say liberal more so. So I have been accepting of trans people for a while, but lately.
No, you're not, Annie. If you're sitting here bouncing around saying, oh, people are saying that they're prettier than cis women. Well, do you have a problem when people say cis women are prettier than trans women? I bet you don't have a fucking problem with that.
Hold on. That's not the fact that's
What
in my
kind
point.
of fucking argument is this anyway? This is
Can
so
I speak?
debased.
Can I speak?
You are speaking, bitch.
I'm not saying much. But
We've allowed you to
okay,
speak a lot,
so
Annie.
I can't like obviously since English, I know this might sound like a cheap excuse, but since English is not my first language, I do have difficulties in that. But like I do see like it's not mean comments. It's like really strange comments on how I wish that like or well, like
Are you?
one example is only good turf is a good like a dead turf. And I don't feel like that's
Yes,
right for
because
something that just excludes.
turfs are
Okay.
fucking harmful.
Yes.
I don't
How?
call.
I don't see turfs going around.
Shut up. You aren't going to sit here and say, why, as a turf, that I can't be respected. Because turfs are harmful. They cause harm.
Excuse me.
Excuse you,
So-
what?
No, I'm just saying that I can't. Like, can I speak?
Annie,
So
you
I'm
have been speaking. You
only
have been
saying-
speaking.
I
Go
am
ahead.
only saying that like these comments are coming towards like women who want to live with others like them, and I'm not saying that trans women don't have the right to be as one, but I've seen like a harmful like positioning of how they start defending these people who are saying that I would like to rape a turf. I have seen many comments.
Okay.
Shut up, Annie. Just shut up.
I would like to like.
People aren't fucking saying that.
I can't.
Shut up.
I can't have that conversation. Jesus. Listen,
People
I think
aren't having this.
I think everybody in the chat would agree if anybody said that to anybody on any basis, that's a horrible thing. Okay, I highly doubt you're seeing that, but that would be wrong. But that's not happening. All right, we are looking for opposition, please. I know we say 18 or above, but it's just we tend to have slightly better conversations with ones that are a little bit older. But whether you if you vote for Trump, whether you think you do or don't have an issue with the LGBT plus community, I do want to have you come on up. Keep tapping and sharing, guys. What's up, Michael?
What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's good, man. That's good. Just for TikTok 2S, I need to know your age.
My age? Yeah, it's 24.
Sounds good. All right. And do you have any like criticisms, issues, problems with the LGBT plus community?
Yeah, so the main one, obviously, that I think Trump won on is surgeries for kids under the age of 18.
Okay.
I mean, what do you guys think of that?
Well, so we know the exit polls. So exit polls are when people are obviously leaving the polls on election day. The top 3 reasons why they said they voted for Trump, why they voted in general, was the economy. It was abortion was number 3, I believe, and 2 was immigration.
Well, I'm talking in reference to the LGBT community, like the one of the top reasons why people.
That wasn't it. That wasn't even one of the top reasons why people voted for him, though.
It's one of the top reasons why I voted.
Wait a minute. So, Michael, where are you reading that children are having surgeries?
So there was a law passed in California that said that if you're under the age of 18 and you're attending school, you don't need to tell your parents.
That's not a surgery, Michael. I'm asking
if you want to have gender affirming
Hi,
surgery.
Michael, I asked you about
No, it was surgery.
surgeries.
Wait,
No.
so
No, it's not, Michael.
Wait,
I
so
know what
you
you're
think
talking about.
he thinks that they can have surgeries and just not tell the parents? Is that what you're saying?
He's talking about a law. The law is that that they don't.
No, I know. I thought that what he was saying is that they could just get like a surgery at school or something and then just not tell the parent. Are you saying something like that, Michael?
Well, it's not that they have the surgery at school, but it's the teacher can have the child go and get the surgery, and the parent, and they don't need parental consent.
Show us the law. Show us the law.
Yeah, please show us that.
Because
how are you not
you're
aware
wrong.
of this?
Michael, I am aware of it. You're fucking wrong, but show us the law. Prove your homework.
You've been propagandized, but I want you to prove to us that you're not.
Give us the law.
That's wild.
I know what the law is. That's not the law.
Yeah, it's not even remotely like that.
It's that teachers can't call up like parents and go, "Hey, your daughter now wants me to use they them pronouns." It's that teachers can't call up and go, "Hey, your daughter came to me and told me she's a lesbian." That's what it's about. It's protecting children from bigoted fucking parents.
He's literally quoting the thing that Trump said, that your kid could go to school, get a surgery, and come back home, and your boy could be a girl. Like, he literally said that quote. I remember it was right around the election or something. Like, he's pretty much quoting that. And he believed it. And I bet you that was the only thing that he really got that from. And then he heard something about a law in California and just related the two.
I just think it's interesting that Michael's like, "You guys haven't heard of this?" And it's taking you this long to find the fucking law.
Mike, I think it's important to keep in mind that the algorithms work with showing us the things that we want to see, the things that we already believe, and they continuously push those things. So in your world, everyone believes these things. It's obvious. This is just the norm for people to have all these views. And I think you're realizing, since you're not on your algorithm, that this is really not quite the case.
You know what's interesting though is that even if Michael was true what he was saying, the law still stands. So how effective was it to vote for Trump?
So it turns out that you guys are right on that one, that they don't need parental consent. But I would definitely like to push that point of what do you guys think of the surgeries?
One second. Yeah, I read that. I got to read it.
They're not having surgeries.
They're not. I got to read a Venmo real quickly. Serena, thank you so much for the $2. W Serena in the comments. Can you tell your moderators just because they misspeak and I say that in the comments isn't a valid reason to mute someone? I say that. Okay. I got you, Serena. Yeah. Yeah, you get it. I'll honor you. All right. What are we at right now? Sorry, that distracted me.
So has there been surgeries for people under the age of 18 for
Very,
gender affirming reasons?
there's very few, and what they are usually are breast removal, breast tissue removal. Downstairs is not done.
Right. So I think that's definitely like a main thing that a lot of people have a problem with. It's that the fact that like this ideology has gotten so big that there are people now.
It's not an ideology. Is it an ideology when a boy that has gynecomastia and has extra breast tissue removed, because that's the majority of GAC surgeries done on children, is little boys with tits.
Well, I know.
Do
I
you
actually
have
know
a
a few
problem
girls from
with
high
that? Do
school
you
that
have a
went ahead and got the
problem
breast
with
reduction
that?
surgery.
Hi,
So
I'm asking a question. I don't know why you fucking keep talking
why
over
do you
me.
keep cursing so much?
Do
Are
you
you
take
mad?
it issue because that's how I talk. Do you have a fucking issue with that?
Well, you sound
Do
a
you
little
usually
angry.
do you
Are you always the same?
police? Hi, Michael. Stop policing how women speak. Now, do you want to answer my question? You can write the rest of it in your fucking diary tonight. Do you have a problem with young boys who have gynecomastia, who have extra breast tissue removed so that they don't have actual tits? Do you have an issue with that?
No, I don't have an issue with that.
Great. Then you shouldn't have an issue that when it becomes so extreme that trans boys have extra tissue removed so that they stay alive.
How about the cases though where it's actually the girls who are having like gender identity crises and they're like 16 and they're like, "Oh, hey, I think I'm a boy, so I'm going to have my tits removed." Because that has happened. You admitted that has happened.
Name
I
one.
just have a quick question.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? So, Michael, a moment ago, you thought that teachers who have to pay for their own pencils and index cards, right? can barely afford gas to get home, or taking children without the consent of their parents to a doctor for a surgery. Who's paying for it? I don't know. That's what you thought a few moments ago. But then you were corrected, and now you've constructed a new worldview in seconds, right?
I construct a new worldview.
Yes, you did. I'm going to show you how you did. You ready? What are the eligibility criteria for a child under 18 to get any type of surgery?
I don't know.
Oh, great. Great
It's not
answer.
really something I've done a lot of research into.
I love that answer. So you see how you've now constructed a worldview from whole cloth, from the air, from the cotton candy that is the clouds.
Has it happened though? Do you know? Do you
You
understand that those surgeries has happened?
What are the eligibility criteria again, Michael?
But do you understand that there are documented cases?
Michael, answer him.
Of
Wait,
18.
no, Michael, answer him. Not with a question. Answer him.
Let's just get clear what
I
the
don't
what
have
they
to play into that game.
That's not a game. Wait, you're asking me a ridiculous question, Michael. Here,
How's that a
let me.
ridiculous question?
I'm going to show you. On the basis of what? Let's say there were 1,000 documented cases. On the basis of what do you object to those cases? Go ahead.
Like, why do I object to that happening?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why do I object to people under the age of 18 having life-altering surgeries on the basis of gender?
Yeah. What is your basis for objecting to that?
Why do we not let people under the age of 21 drink? Why don't we let people
I don't know how
get
that's
tattoos?
I don't know how that's
And tattoos aren't healthcare, Michael.
Wait.
That's not healthcare. You've named two things that no doctor would ever suggest to a child. That's not healthcare.
Yeah.
Make it analogous.
We'll make it even cleaner.
This
We'll
isn't
make it even
healthcare
cleaner.
either.
Hey, Michael.
We will get to that. We will get to that.
Here's the problem that you have. You don't know the eligibility criteria, right?
I don't really care about the eligibility.
So wait.
It's not really like a factor because the fact of the matter is that when you're under the age of 18, you don't have the agency to be able to make.
Wait. If you don't know the eligibility criteria, how can you critique the eligibility criteria?
Because as a society, we have made up the rules that says that if you're under a certain age, you don't have the agency in order to make certain life-altering decisions.
Okay, cool. So somebody is riding their bike, right? And they have an accident on their bike and their leg is crushed and they're about to get some necrosis and they have to have an amputation. You're saying they're under 18, this is a life-altering surgery, so they shouldn't have that, right?
That's a logical fallacy.
What's the fallacy?
You're equating this. I forget. I think it's ad hominem. But
so this is not an ad hominem. So this is actually a parody argument.
But in any case,
it's not a red herring.
He's just naming them all.
You're just gonna go through look, Michael. It's not a fallacy.
You can understand that that's not the same situation at all.
Really
when
quickly,
you have to have a surgery in order to be able to save yourself from a life.
Wait. You
but
don't
your
know
argument is
that.
really stupid.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good rebuttal. Hey, Michael, that's a good rebuttal.
That's an ad hominem, Michael. What you just did is ad hom.
I'm pretty sure anybody listening to this can see the difference between like a leg surgery and a gender
Hey, Michael. What are the eligibility criteria for an amputation?
Life or death?
No.
I'm assuming.
No.
I'm assuming. I'm not sure.
So you should probably know that because you can't even tell.
Do you know it?
I'm not the one objecting to it, Michael. You are.
Do you know it?
No.
Oh, okay then. That was smart.
Yeah, hold on. Do you think I'm objecting to it? Do you think I'm objecting to the procedure?
Do I think you're objecting to the procedure? No, I think you're bought into this
Do you know
entire
what?
idea.
Wait. Do you know why I'm not objecting to the procedure, Michael?
Because you're falling. Because I don't know. Why are you not?
Because I'm not a fucking doctor, Michael.
Wow.
Are you a doctor?
Okay, I just won there.
Yeah, you just won.
Angry.
Yeah, you're right. You just won. I sound angry to you?
Really angry.
I didn't get angry. I said that for effect, you marshmallow brain buffoon.
Michael,
Listen,
what is the
hold
W
on, hold on.
have?
One second. He doesn't know.
Damn,
We're just going to get this
I feel
very
really
clean.
bad for you right now.
That's fine. You feel terrible for me.
Yeah.
Can you tell me on what grounds you base your objection? Something foundational, something medical, something where the doctors got it wrong in their eligibility or diagnostic criteria. That's what I'm looking for. Something intelligent, something that's not you puffing out your chest and saying stupid shit. Can you give me something foundational? Let's get an argument. Go ahead.
Well, do you want to go with the fact that there are multiple documented cases of people who have undergone surgery and then they did it under the age of 18 and then they later regretted it? Because that's
substantiated.
Sure. Let me look up the name for you really.
He's gonna pull up Chloe Cole. For somebody that cares, you would think he would know it off the top of his head. He would have like 3 or 4 examples, like boom, 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 but he doesn't.
Guys, we'll get to new guests. Sorry, guys, I'm typing something in the mod chat. I'm just trying to do something. But we can get to new guests. We'll do 100,000 likes. Well, Jeff, how long do you think? If you need a little bit more time, I could extend it longer.
Look, I could speed run this. What I need from you, Michael, is the regret rate for these surgeries. You're going to find that it's around 2 or 3%. So then, just answer me this question. That's fine. That's fine. If a procedure has a regret rate of about 2 or 3%, you think we shouldn't do it anymore?
If they're under the age of 18, and
I'm just going to ask the question. That's going to be a dodge. That's going to be a dodge to my question. So we're just going to
that affect your ability at reproduction. Then yes, I think it's a horrible idea. And you guys are really
That's not answering my. That's going to be a dodge. So we're going to answer the question very cleanly. If a procedure, that's fine. So you're just not engaging. That's how we're going to get rid of you at 100,000. They're going to tap faster if you're not engaging. If a procedure has a regret rate of 3%, hey. They're going to get rid of you at 100,000. That's going to happen. There's no avoiding
get rid of me at 100,000.
So now, if a procedure has a regret rate of
are they going to? What do you mean they're going to get rid of me at 100,000?
As in they're going to drop you from the panel. So if a procedure,
what do you think we meant by getting rid of you?
I don't know. You people are crazy. I don't know.
We're gonna forget you exist after you drop from the panel. Like you're a nothing. But the question is, if a procedure has a regret rate of 3%, do you think we shouldn't do it anymore?
If they're under the age of 18, yes.
Okay, great. Chemo has a regret rate of about 7% on the low end. So you think if a child has cancer, we shouldn't apply chemo to them?
Again, the difference is that that's a life-altering surgery. If they
So
don't
is
get the
chemo.
surgery, then they don't continue
So
to
is
live.
chemo.
So
And I don't really buy into the entire argument.
Knee surgeries have a 33% regret rate.
Yeah,
it's the highest regret rate.
And also for the record,
You know my argument makes sense. You guys just don't want to see it.
No. For the record, gender infirmary care, which includes surgeries and hormones, absolutely lowers the rates of them self-unaliving themselves by 73%. So yeah, it is pretty important.
Yeah, the numbers on that are shaky at best.
I can show you the studies on it.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, what's the
You
okay?
guys make me get my sources. Go get yours.
Since you say they're shaky, what's the methodology issue with the numbers?
No. Let's go get your sources on this.
Let's go ahead and get the method. You said they're shaky. That's the claim. What's the issue with the methodology on the numbers?
Claim. No. He just made the claim. He just made the
He's
claim.
He's going to get you the source.
I'm going to get unaliving.
Hey, you're about to get dropped. Once he gets you the source.
Prove I'm right.
Hey, while he gets you the source, right? What's going to happen is you're going to tell us what the issue with the methodology is. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. What is the issue with the methodology? I just pulled it up over here because apparently you know what's the issue with the methodology.
I never said that there was an issue with the methodology.
Well, you said it was shaky. You said no. You said it was shaky.
That the data. Yeah, I said that the data on that was shaky.
Okay,
well,
how so?
Basically, it's like you only have data from the last 20 years, so it's not like you can prove reliably over time that these surgeries are preventing unaliving.
Well,
what?
Okay, we're not.
That's not true.
What? What are you? Wait. What?
That's not true at all. Michael, you are given information, and you're refuting it based on what? On your opinion.
So
just an opinion, no medical background or anything. Like, how many years do you have to have?
Sorry. And so I want to be clear. I'm going to go ahead and read it real quickly. It's not a long thing to read out, but yeah, let me go ahead and read it out. So it's mental health outcomes in transgender and non-binary youth receiving gender affirming care. That's the title of it. So anyways, what they showed in this prospective cohort of 104 transgender non-binary youths ages 13 to 20 who received gender affirming care was associated with 60% lower odds of moderate to severe depression, 73% lower odds of them self-unaliving over a 12-month follow-up. And before you even say it, there are studies that look out years ahead. So there's a study. You asked for it.
Cool. All right. Well, good conversation with you guys.
Disagree.
Okay.
All right.
A good conversation would have been you saying, hey, gosh, I was wrong there. It seems like it's pretty helpful. You guys are right. That would have actually made it good.
Yeah.
So, anyways, God. All right. Hey,
he had me at teachers paying for surgeries.
That one definitely has to be clipped. I don't remember what timestamp it was. I'll figure it out, though. But, all right. I'll take a few more guests. Jeff, if you want to chill up here, you can. I'm ending live in like 15 minutes, so
I do have to go. I just wanted to.
All right.
I just wanted to address how teachers are underpaid and overworked and should be paid more, and work less.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure.
I'll chat with y'all later. Thanks
Cool,
for
Jeff.
having me.
Great seeing you as always. Take care. Make sure you guys give Jeff a follow. Okay. All right. I'll take another guest or two. Guys, let's find somebody to rate ahead of time. I hate that I have to try doing it last minute because I always mess it up. It rates somebody that's ending their live. So let's try to fix that issue this time, which always falls on me. Ferkso, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Not too much. I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service.
Yeah, I'm 30. I think I'm growing up.
No, that's fine. I just have to say it for TikTok terms of service. Okay. Anyways, do you have any issue, criticism, problem with the LGBT plus community?
Not with the people, but very much with their ideology, especially with each letter. I have some issue.
With each letter?
I have a different issue with each letter. I don't know if...
All right, let's go down the list.
What's your issue with lesbians?
I low-key think it's a trend.
So it's been a trend from the beginning of time because
I mean, there are some. Of course, there are some.
Have existed from the beginning of time.
Can I ask you a question?
A long trend.
Even if it was a trend, who the fuck cares? What does it have anything to do with you?
Yeah, it leads to infertility. So I care,
What are you talking about? Gay and lesbian people have kids.
In much lower rates.
They can hold on. We've already had this conversation. We can go about this in a few ways. Number one, they can adopt, and there's other ways that they can have kids, so they still do. And also, there are plenty of heterosexual couples that also.
I'm not totally against adoption. I'm not that.
I know, but what you're suggesting is that there should be that they should be forced to do so. Because if you don't like it that they're not, what you're suggesting is the opposite. That it should be forced to do that, which probably not a route we should go down.
I think I was really, my answer was really simple, so I think it might cause some conflict. My issue is that every single statistics that report sorry, there was huge sound.
But why do they have to produce? If you're about to say that they have lower rates of having kids or whatever,
because it leads to the extinction of a nation.
Wait, so we're about to be extinct? the human race is going to be extinct because gay
No,
people
but the
exist.
fertility rates might go like really down. You know.
You know the vast majority
And of course,
of people
we're
can
going to
reproduce,
disagree
right?
that you may think that it doesn't matter.
Wait, hold on. But like heterosexual couples are having less children, so you have an issue with heterosexual couples too.
Yes, they are absolutely having less children.
Yeah, but you know, I can understand.
Yeah, but
they're not.
but they're not
Factors, you know,
but they're
like,
not gay. But they're not gay, so I don't have as much of an issue, right? Is that what it's going to be?
Sure.
I mean,
no,
you're
like,
you're just not being logically
they're
consistent.
not having kids. They should. To me, I think it's important to create more families. But you know, there's many factors. Look,
hold on. It's important. It's important if it's important for those families. If a family wants to and supports them, great. I think by all means go ahead. But why should you tell a family or a couple to reproduce if that's something they don't want to do? That would be very harmful to force a couple to have a baby that does not want to have one.
I'm not going to force anyone, but I do believe that it's the best outcome from a couple.
In the United States of America, 1 in 5 children go to bed hungry. So why would we be bringing more children into this country in particular when we aren't even feeding the fucking ones that we have?
I'm right there with Paige. I think it's harmful to, at this very time at least.
That's a whole different topic.
Well, no, it's not, because
if you want to go to the economy,
no,
sure, I know it's fucked. I know it's fucked.
No, when you cannot feed a child, that is very much the point. When children are going hungry, that is very much the point.
Okay. Like, sure. I'm there with you. I don't think the economy is in the right place. The thing is, I was explaining my point about lesbians. I don't think all of them are, you know, a trend. Okay, but there's a huge, statistics kind of like back me up in this. Women tend to be more fluid. You know, there's like this.
Who cares?
I do. They are like easy gillable, like very gillable, and they tend to
very what?
Gillable.
You mean gullible?
Gullible. I don't know.
Women are gullible?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, I come out of college.
They're getting tricked. They're getting tricked into being a lesbian.
Mostly bisexual.
Oh my god.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
We have 3 like crazy clips that we can. Gosh.
I mostly end up with man.
All right.
I mean, Jojo Siwa is a perfect example. You know.
All right. I'm done with this. All right, guys. Yeah. So we're gonna rate Brit. It's Brit says so, right? Is that the handle? BRITTSAYSSO. Yeah. Somebody confirm in the comments. Let me know. Yes, no. Anyways. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Dex. I appreciate it. I'm not getting an answer here. All right, guys. If you did enjoy the live and you don't follow me, consider giving me a follow. It's in the top left. Same thing with Paige. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't follow, subscribe, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate everybody who sent any gifts, Venmo, Cash App. Even if you didn't do any of that and you just tap, shared, engaged, all means a lot. I really appreciate all of it. If you guys want to get a heads up ahead of time on when I go live, join Discord. Link is in my bio. You can also join the bullets on board there in the top left. That's it. Paige, you got anything?
Nope. I got nothing.
Paige.
Thanks for having me.
Quite the conversation. Of course, Paige. Take care. Oh, and hey, guys, really quick. I mentioned it in the mod chat, but if you're not in the mod chat and you're a mod here, which you all should be, so... But anyways, let's try to be a little bit looser or stricter rather with the mutes. Again, everybody should be in the mod chat, so you should already know. But let's just I for the first time I looked at the mute list on the live, and it was crazy long. And again, I'm very guilty of doing like petty mutes. I am, but we got to be a little bit stricter with it. Obviously, again, there are things if it's slurs and threatening somebody's life, and they're fucking spamming a lot and doing the all caps things a lot or whatever. Obviously, those can be mutes, but let's just try to be a little bit stricter with the other ones. If you do have an issue with that and you are a mod, again, you should be in the mod chat. Just let me know in the mod chat. I'm not like set in stone in terms of that. So like if there's certain examples that you thought of that you feel should be muted and I didn't or whatever, just let me know. Obviously, it could be a discussion, so it's not like a demand or something. We could talk about it. But anyways, just want to throw that out there. Make sure you guys raid Brit. It's Brit Says So, BRITTSAYSSO. All right, guys, take care. Hope you have a great rest of your day.